snap! It's time.
Oh my gosh.
It's time.
Oh my gosh.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
It is the day that the Lord hath made. It is the big epic finale.
What if we didn't?
Not ready.
I know. This is for all the marbles, gang.
I just want to live here forever.
Yeah.
Well, you can in your imagination.
Imagination.
If you die, then you live there the rest of your life.
Yeah.
It's true.
Super true.
Well, this is exciting. First off, thank you all so much for coming with us to the end. This has been fun. This has been a great time. But well, as they say, all good things must come to an end. And that is, I believe, what we are going to do tonight. Is we are going to wrap this bad boy up, and we are going to just jump right into it.
Oh gosh.
Do it, bro.
Last we left off, the heroes of Haven's Ford had finally, after days of traveling through the Wooded Vale, arrived at the heart of darkness and found a house, a small little cottage in the woods, as one often seems to do. After kind of managing to see through this illusion that had been perpetuated, they realized that they had actually been kind of walking in circles for possibly hours. But eventually seeing through the illusion, thanks to, I believe it was in one's keen eye, the rest of the party, being directed, was able to see through the illusion and were able to finally approach this house in the woods. Something very unnerving about this place. It was very quiet. Apart from the sounds of rain hitting the water and the trees, that was the only sound. It was bizarre, little unnerving. And as the party kind of got a little closer, they discovered that there was a scarecrow that, upon a little bit more of an investigation, it was determined that it was actually a very emaciated, very worse for wear Callum, Enwin's middle brother, middle of like 7, I think, 6 or 7. A big family. We love it. We love big families. But Callum, looking worse for wear, the party managed to get him down and tend to him. As they continued to circle the property and investigate a little more, trying to make sure that everything was okay, party also stumbled across a bit of a statue that looked awful similar to Finn, Inwin's other brother, one of the other brothers. And upon kind of a little further investigation, there were some bodies in the water that sprang up to life as they got close and attempted to waylay the party, but not to be deterred, the party made quick work after freezing the water and keeping them in place and just doing some real rootin' tootin' badass shit. They were able to dispatch the waterlogged zombies, and that is where I believe we are picking up today. So, having successfully slain all of the waterlogged, nasty pond scum zombies, everything goes quiet once more, apart from the slight patter of rain on the water and trees, and this area is yours to explore and do with as you wish. So, heroes, have at it.
So, we're level 4, right?
That is correct.
I was just about to say, Grace, make
Just
sure you
wanted
have
to
that
double check.
updated in your sheet.
Yes.
Yeah. I got
Now is the time to ensure everyone is the right level.
Enwin should hit things now.
Now.
Now we
Starting
start.
now.
Yeah.
Now we start
Now.
hitting things.
Well,
I
to
killed
be
2
fair,
guys.
That's
that time.
true.
Yeah, she did absolutely massacre
Made
2
up for last time.
zombies. Not with a bow though. Can't do bows. But beating the snot out of someone fisticuffs?
Yeah,
Of course.
and
I
chucking
knew
a
N was
sword
scrappy.
too. I believe
Yeah,
was the
like-
final.
Speaking of,
What a move.
she will kind of put her hand on one of the posts on the dock and stand up and will step out gingerly onto the ice and retrieve her sword.
There you go.
Very,
little-
very fitting.
Just gonna
Oh,
wipe
that's
the
right.
sword
That was all.
off on
That
this
was all
grass.
ice. I forgot that was all ice.
Yes, as the water is, no, the ice is slowly starting to melt, but yes, there is, I believe, like a 15-foot cube of ice that these zombies are just kind of like from the shins up, kind of sticking up out of.
Is everyone okay?
Yep.
Ola's kind of.
And I just sword up like, yeah, we're right.
Babushka's still in the tree, doing Overwatch. So out of sight that he doesn't even know that you guys dealt with that. Like my view on the tiles, actually, I didn't see any of this. I am watching over Wynn's brother though.
Alan.
Still,
Yes.
To be clear, he's not a centaur. He's a human, right?
Yes.
Okay. Right.
She will just approach Olus and Lenore. Finn's over there. He's been turned to stone somehow. I don't think we can really deal with that quite yet.
Ola just kind of looks towards the house. Whatever we're looking for is probably in there, huh?
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
the
probably.
step.
Yeah, there's
Do you wanna-
something below the house.
Should we update Babushka and have her join us, or have her continue to be coverage as we go in?
I think we'll need her.
I do too. I guess Lenore can even just kind of like walk back in towards the front of the house, so that way she would be in like Babushka's line of sight, and then just kind of like
Babushka's relieved to see someone, and she's gonna toss her shield out of the tree in such a way where it like shunks into the soft earth, and then jump down kind of gracefully, like with a hand on the tree, like sliding down, slow fall, and land carefully, looking around and quietly keeping an eye on what was his Callum?
Callum.
Callum. Keep an eye on Callum, but then makes eye contact with the gang. Is the whole game popping in? Are they being loud and talking amongst themselves? Or are we still under the like all silent?
Probably being quiet.
All right. So I will kind of give you the hand signs equivalent of everything okay.
yeah. And Lenore would kind of like,
All right.
we're not dead.
All right.
Ola's is just going to tie Lady Spins off to the stump here,
Okay.
and just pull out an apple and like feed it to her and kind of rub her mane a little bit.
Sure.
I'm not going to be able to bring you in there with me, but I'll be back out in a second.
She kind of, as she munches on the apple, kind of like shakes her hide a little bit and kind of seems to lean against you a little bit as you feed her the apple.
When I was detecting magic, was anything about the door magical, the lock, anything like that, that might hint at there being like a trap?
No. As far as you can, or as far as you detected, no. There was no magic emanating from the door.
We'll just turn to the group and say, I don't think anybody is coming out or coming to answer. If we want to get inside, I think someone's going to have to pick the lock.
Have we
I
tried
don't know
all
how
the
to,
doors?
I don't know how to do that.
Has anyone tried even just turning the knob?
That's I kind of like might go through all the effort of picking a lock and it's just open.
I can give it a shot.
So there's the door that's on the side that I thought you sensed more magic at.
Yeah, this
That side door there has a shed. I think there was a crate in there, but not much else.
It's
Yes,
just like
to briefly recap, Simon, when you casted Detect Magic, you did sense there was magic, but when you checked, I believe, the shed, you could sense it was on the other side of that wall. It was not quite in that shedded area. I believe you all had deduced that.
So, okay, so this is actually safe, somewhat.
I did open that door. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's I think a chest or a crate, but not much else.
Was the crate magical at all?
There was
No.
no magic from the crate, and I don't believe anyone investigated it either, or looked into it.
Well, that sounds like a job for if I could get through the door.
For
we
Mr.
go.
All the hit points.
As he like passes by, Enwin is gonna like squeeze Davum's forearm, kind of the way that she's been doing, and just be careful. Last thing I tried to fuck with jumped at me. So
Yeah, I will
Davum-
say, we're here to do something, but rifling through somebody's belongings isn't maybe a part of that.
No, I suppose not. And he like still goes up to it and and cracks it open.
Sure.
I mean, whoever owns this has two of Inwin's brothers, so fuck their privacy.
I would say we're investigating the box, making sure there's no like tripwire things on the
and
the
I can
sides
detect
and
evil.
like that.
I
Sure.
think it's
It's
I'll
an evil
always
box.
It's,
It's a very evil
I've
box.
dated her.
So, apart from this just dull, low-level, all-encompassing evilness, this foreboding you feel from this area, Babushka, there is no direct evil coming from the box. Davum, if you are trying to look the box over, go ahead and give me, say, an intelligence or a wisdom check, your choice.
Let's do intelligence. I get bonuses to that.
Okay.
Well, good
All right.
thing because
That's you looking it over. You do not notice anything out of the ordinary or anything that would indicate a trap.
is there there's not like a lock on it necessarily? Is there?
No, there's not like a padlock or anything. It's just a little chest it's got like, the kind of like the curved around little hook that
Yeah.
keeps it from just flying open. But yeah, there's not like a lock as far as you can tell on it.
Is there a way that I could like undo that little hooky bit and then like kind of stand back and lift the lid with my sword?
Sure. Yeah.
I'd love to give that a shot.
Yeah, absolutely. So you move the little latch over, and then using your sword, just open it up. The house erupts in... No, I'm kidding.
You all die.
TPK.
Tactical nuke.
The end.
No, the chest opens. Nothing seems to happen. Nothing to indicate any traps going off or anything like that. As it opens up, and there appears to be just a variety of kind of clothing, of like garments, items of personal effect in this chest.
Is any of it familiar?
Do either of us?
Go ahead and give me let's just call it a wisdom check.
Okay. Yeah.
I rolled an actual dice instead of pressing the button again.
That's okay.
12.
Oh.
Okay.
Plus 1, so 13.
Gotcha. Fortunately, it's actually pretty low check. Both of you would recognize these clothing, this garment. You are quite confident this is the last thing you saw Graham and Gordon wearing. The last time you saw them before they disappeared.
Fucking. All right.
Well,
That's deeply foreboding, and I'm upset that I checked this chest. Let's go.
yeah. I'm gonna see if they would have both had like belts with like belt buckles. Is it possible for me to take the buckles off of the
course.
belts?
Of course.
I'm just gonna take both of those, and I don't want to take too much time, but I will
Sure.
give them to Callum
Okay.
with the instruction to, if we're not back within like 4 hours, sorry, Olis, to take Lady Spins and go
No, that's fair.
if we're not back in 4 hours.
I'd appreciate that actually.
Okay.
Callum taking the book, not the books, the belts, looking at them, you can see he immediately like recognizes as you do, and his face, despite being sunken and emaciated, you see him somehow sink worse, as he just kind of sits there holding the belts and just slowly nods at your request.
Is there anything you can tell us about what's in there?
I never got inside.
What happened? Do you remember anything?
I was coming to try to find Dad, and the rest, and I kept going, and I knew that they would come up this way, and I kept going deeper and deeper, and it's like no matter how much I traveled, these woods, these gods forsaken woods, they never stopped, and I couldn't find anything, and then I heard something snap like a twig behind me, and I turned, and nothing was there, and then just darkness. And the next thing I knew, I was being strung up.
Never saw anything.
I caught a glimpse of... I don't know. It looked like a woman, but I don't think it was. No. If she was, she's packing a hell of a mean arm or under that dress she was wearing. Because gods above, it was just one blow, and I felt the welt as soon as I woke up. It was nasty.
Okay. Well, the Odell men fuck with everything, but no one fucks with the Odell women, so we're gonna go in there and we're gonna get everyone out that we can.
Babushka nods approvingly.
Despite the conditions, Callum gives a gentle little grin and kind of coughs out a laugh. Says, "Hey, clearly."
And I'm just before rejoining the others, I'm gonna pull him into as gentle of a hug she can muster, which is not very gentle, and squeeze him and just say, "I missed you, and I'm sorry for yelling."
He squeezes you back, just very little pressure, as he's so weakened right now. It's like, "I missed you too. I can't believe what's happened, but if I can't convince you to not just abandon all this madness and come back home with me, then gods, just be careful."
The others are in there. We're gonna get them, and if not, Theo's waiting for you.
Oh, gods bless Theo.
I'll see you.
Babushka will toss him some gold, because either Babushka lives or dies. And since it's like a situation where if we die, he gets the horse, I figure he's going to need some gold. And I give him 23 gold and 10 copper.
Okay.
And I say, the horse isn't enough to get away from here in case we don't come back. Sweet child, you'll need at least this. And the bakery in town will be abandoned. Someone will need to take care of it. You can turn it into whatever you like.
So he kind of takes the gold and copper, a little confused at first, but then looks to you, smiles, and gives a bit of a nod, says, Hi, Gran, I can do that.
She pats him on the cheek. Says, I don't know how many day-old pastries are there and how many days they are old, but I make them with a special little something. love and preservatives.
That's right.
Coughs out another laugh at that one. I'll take whatever I can get at this point.
She hands him a pastry that she has, and it's a 3-day-old pastry, and
He
It-
scarfs it down, like doesn't
Yeah.
give a shit.
As Babushka like steps away, Olus just kind of like steps up immediately towards Callum as well, and goes into probably a 15-minute explanation of like hair for Lady Spins and pretty much her like daily routine and everything like that. He explains everything like twice or like
Sure.
2 or 3 times over.
The entire time, Callum's going like, "Yeah, I know, I've got horses. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but she gotta make sure you brush the
Olus,
right way.
I got it. I got it.
You won't
Olus.
like it.
Olus!
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Whoa, we got a lady. Yeah, sorry.
Brothers,
Remember this one. It's this. It's like this. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Simon, maybe being
Yeah.
that you're the one who is currently keeping everybody alive, maybe you might want to step back and let me give it a shot.
Yeah, that's fine. But I just want to say before we go in, if there's an opportunity, looking at everyone, when we see this woman, bless you, Wallace.
That's priest saying bless you is so great.
I told Inwen and Davum and Lenore, but Babushka, Olus, if you have some sort of object that's representative of love to you, maybe something. Babushka, I know you have your shield, and I'm sure a great many other things. Olus, if you have anything that just symbolizes that for you, when we meet this person, present it, hold it in front of you. I'm gonna try to send them away.
Alright.
With that, she is going to say, I'll hold my shield in front of all of you as we move forward. And if you mean love, the true power of that force. She takes her braid, pulls it in front of her, and with kind of a small motion just behind her head, it comes off. And you see that it is just a long piece of preserved braided hair. Hard to tell how long ago, because hair preserves pretty well if you take care of it. And she says, don't look at me weird. This is a classic ritual of courtship where I'm from. On our day of binding our lives together, we braid our hair, cut it off, and we each keep a piece. He took it on all his battles, and I take it into this one last time.
That
And
should do perfectly.
yeah, she's going to hold it, and her hair is pretty much super short, as you'd expect of a traditional woman who did not want to take care of it.
I don't know if it's gonna work, but whoever this is, if my suspicions are right, things that represent love and good should be repulsive to them. I could be wrong, but
And if
it's
you
worth a
are,
try.
a good crossbow to the face.
That's pretty repulsive to most, I think.
Well, you already got them in the face once. One more ought to do the trick, right?
It's a good plan B.
I think Ola's taking a cue, goes over to Lady Spins and kind of like pets her for a second and then pulls out a knife and just cuts like a lock of her mane, wraps it in like a leather cord, and stuffs it into his breastplate.
Aw.
Very nice.
Sun will
Alright.
step back and say, "All right, Devon."
Got this.
Also, Lenore has her halberd ready, just in case polar things come into play.
Good
Yeah.
to know.
Oh yeah. Let me move myself appropriately, and I'm putting my shield. I think that's the door. Propping the shield against the door, or not against, but stabbing in the ground in front of the door, and then sitting behind it to an angle so that someone else can kick, like push or kick or interact with the door above. So
Sure thing.
Okay. We're gonna try the door.
Okay.
Give it a
Try
good
to
jiggle.
turn it. It appears to be locked.
All right. Looking at this versus the window, which looks more sturdy?
Door definitely looks more sturdy. The window, being mostly glass, could probably relatively easily be broken into.
Sure. All right. All right. That's kind of what I figured. And he's gonna like step to the side, take out his sword, and go on the underside of the window, and
Yeah,
Nope.
I mean, with a solid thunk, you managed to just shatter one of the panels of glass. No trouble there.
nice. Okay. Yeah. Reach in, unlock it if we need to, and then.
Yep.
Uh,
As you undo a latch that was previously keeping it, it is opened. As you all have the option now of climbing through the window.
hold on, everybody. I'll go in.
all right,
And,
I'll take the shield and set it up by the window.
Hops in.
Okay. It's quiet still, for now.
Okay.
Stab unlocks and opens up the door.
All right. Nothing went wrong. Nothing went wrong in that 3-second interval, so I think we're probably fine.
Don't speak too soon.
Sorry. Let's take a look around.
Okay. So what you immediately notice is that you are standing in kind of a very modest kitchen / living room kind of combination. There's some materials, some things to obviously like for cooking, decor. It looks like a very simple cottage. There's a little bit of dust everywhere, some cobwebs up in the corners of the ceiling and the walls meet. As you all kind of move in, you are now kind of in like a Babushka and Lenore and Davum. You're kind of in a bit of a lounge area. 2 main fireplaces. A large ornate mirror stands kind of leaned up against the wall in a corner. A variety of different kind of books and quills and materials. Variety of different herbs. Notice all of these things just at a glance. If you all would like to make a more thorough investigation, if you will, please give me wisdom checks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. So, we've got... What do we got? Okay, so we got Inwin, that's good. We've got... then we got Olus doing some good stuff. Okay, so Inwin, Olus, and Simon. Most notably, as you all kind of begin to spread out and look over everything, you would notice that this mirror over in the kind of northwestern corner of the lounge, it's kind of covered in a fine layer of dust, but there's like this engraving. There's something about this mirror that just feels really enticing. And Simon, you get the sense that this mirror is what you were sensing on the other side of the wall.
Be careful of the mirror. I think that's what was magical that I was sensing from the other side of the wall.
Maybe it's I'm gonna look at it and see if it's a secret passageway.
Okay. So there's a bit of a film of dust over the mirror, so it's kind of hard to see any major reflection. You kind of see like silhouette shadows of you all moving through the room. However, what you do notice is there is an engraving on both the top and the bottom of the mirror. As the top reads, "Look ye thieves, and beware, lest your souls we ensnare." And on the bottom, it reads, "Reflect on these reflections, and forfeit your obsessions."
Looky.
Let's maybe not
Look
touch it.
ye, Y-E, like Kanye, yay.
Look, oh,
Okay.
yes. Look, yay.
This is a
Look,
mirror
yay.
that only shows you what Kanye is doing at any given time.
So we can finally find the real Kanye.
Yeah.
There you go.
Let's.
Should we like throw a blanket or something over it?
Maybe so. That's a good idea.
It's not a
Lenore.
bad idea.
I assume there's probably like a loose cloth, whether it's a blanket or curtain or
Do you want to do that?
something
Yeah, you
in
can
the
do that.
house that could.
So the curtains would be the easiest thing that's immediately accessible. Yeah, this kind of dusty old grimy mirror. You take a curtain, you can toss it over.
Yeah.
Do you have the text of that engraving? by
I
any
don't, but I can absolutely copy and paste it into the chat here.
Oh.
chance? Okay.
Any ideas as to what that might mean? It's clearly magical.
Look, ye thieves, and beware. Is kind of like, so maybe if we tried to steal something from here, we'd get in trouble. Kind of a thing. But the bottom is very weird, because like, I didn't look in it because I got a very bad sense about it. But maybe if you look in it, you see something that you're supposed to give up, and if you do, something happens.
Maybe. I'm worried that if we wipe the dust off of it, who knows?
Yeah.
I bet it's mind control. Forfeit your obsessions. Come on.
Olis,
It like makes your
you're immune.
brain.
Go forward.
You got it. I look into
No!
No.
Hey, do it.
There's a blanket over it right now. See,
Right.
that's
Currently, no one,
so-
you can't see any reflections or anything. It is covered by a curtain.
I'm
so
going
it's
to do
not-
it.
No, don't.
Okay.
Don't maybe. What?
Wait, it says reflect on your reflections. Maybe we need to look at the mirror with a mirror.
No, I think it's probably a trap where you just, if you look into it, then it takes your soul or something.
That's.
If there's anyone that we don't want to be mind controlled, it's like Olis or Lenore or Babushka.
Or anybody, maybe.
Yeah, that's the ideal.
Sorry.
What if we? Yeah. What if you just ignore it and move on?
Yeah, let's look at anything else. Hey, there's a lot of everything else to look at. What's this chest here?
Oh yeah. There's there's another little lovely chest. Whoop! As I hover over and drop my screens. Yeah, it looks like this is a little small bedroom. Noticeably, or as a note, I guess, this is multiple bedrooms in this house, and it does look like there are signs of multiple people living here as well. Just as a note, you all would be picking up on this. Yes, as you look through this, though, there's this this chest that you start to rummage around in. You see a variety of different kind of materials that it would be similar, I think, to what you see the various accoutrements that Simon actually tends to utilize when casting spells, as he kind of fiddles with things in his pouches and like pulls out certain materials. They're kind of in line with that.
Babushka's gonna look for books, specifically in the bedroom, looking for any spicy, smutty titles.
There you go.
Yeah. There are a variety of books throughout this house. As you kind of look through the bedrooms, you see just like there's a lot of different things. Notably, a lot of the books are, I believe, in a language you do not understand, Babushka. However, there are texts and books in the common tongue. You do find there are actually tucked haphazardly beneath the bed. There are a few smutty books as well that
My
are
goodness.
just some are kind of tasteful, some are just, man, that's crass. Like, ain't no one here for that.
I'm gonna look at them and immediately kind of go, my goodness, what a collection.
There is a surprisingly large amount of creative uses for candles in the section you're looking at right now.
My goodness. Dragon's devotion, of fire and desire, of wizards and whimsy. Oh my
Your
goodness.
obsessions, Babushka.
What did you say? Sorry, I was just remembering.
I like the
Just,
mental checklist of like Babushka being like Reddit,
Yeah.
Reddit. Loved it.
I have the first edition.
Autographed by the author.
Yep, 100%. Hard Goliath. Goodness, I love that one.
Question.
Answer.
Do I get the sense that there is a curated collection of items in this home that aligns with the interests of the people in this group that has been strategically placed here for us to steal?
That's a good thought.
So,
Maybe that's
There-
something I should just not ask you.
there is absolutely a curated collection of items, of materials. It's like kind of almost like walking into a hoarder's house if it wasn't like so hoarding. Like there's just so much a variety of different items in place. Some of it is very relevant. A lot of this stuff is very if there was a thematic through line, it would be Havensford. These are items that all in some way tie back to Havensford. The books, you would recognize some of them are works from authors in Havensford. There are plants and herbs that are all in and around Havensford. Like there are pictures and maps all around Havensford. Like you start seeing this through line.
Guys, I tell them that.
Yeah. Looking around at the house, I know you mentioned that like the mirror is dusty and there's kind of like cobwebs in the corner and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like people have been through here recently?
What did you get on your check?
My wisdom check was low.
As you looked around, it's really hard to tell.
Okay.
There's a layer of dust here. It's not. This place doesn't look abandoned.
Yeah.
There is someone that at least comes here frequently enough to disturb things a bit. But yeah, outside of that, it's hard to say.
Okay.
How much of Zahira do I see in the rooms? Like, how much of her persona and habits and things that I know about her do I see?
To roughly quantify it, maybe a little less than a third. Things that could be, like, obviously the herbs and plants
Right.
are Zahira's kind of specialty.
Right.
There are materials throughout the house, especially in like the kitchen and along the shelves, that would be somewhat related to Zahira, you could say.
Okay.
I want to look specifically for any secret passageways downward.
There is.
There's a staircase over
There
here.
is a
Definitely
not
staircase.
secret passage right here.
She's
a
like
staircase.
looking
But there's- could be a
underneath, like,
secret
stuff
package.
and
There
like
could
look
be a
for
secret
There
trapdoors.
could be. I mean, there could be a secret
Stairs.
passage. So if you would like to do that, please give me a wisdom check, please.
I'll still do that.
Like,
I have
I-
a +2 bonus
Okay.
because I'm looking for secret passageways.
Okay.
I know this won't come out anytime, so I'm gonna think for my players. I'm gonna throw a trap at them in the form of obvious stairs. If there's obvious stairs, no one's gonna look for the secret passage, not package.
course.
Good. Babushka's slipping in
we're
my.
all,
Babushka's in my
Babushka,
brain.
Hey, oh,
The secret package. Oh god.
Definitely
it's
read
a
that.
13.
It's the sequel to
Definitely read
Secret
that
Garden.
I love it.
Yeah.
In one wait. So what is that total? Is it
13 is the
13?
total.
Okay. So as you look around, nothing that would indicate a secret passage it catches your eye. You're pretty confident that this is, just judging by the structure of this cottage. You do know, just from Simon's previous pings on the stairways, there's more down below you, but it would seem that's about the only notable passageway.
Last thing anyone is going to do is unlock this back door.
Okay.
So we have another way out of here.
Absolutely.
move.
And that's all
Unlocked.
for me.
You can do that.
Is there any distinct like personality to the other 2/3 of the rooms that would be like identifying features for people I might know?
Give me a charisma check for that one.
Like, hey, charisma is a primary for me.
Hey, nice.
Very cool. Hey.
Hey.
Very
Hey.
nice. Okay. So, just so I understand, you're trying to tap into, like, see if there's anything
Yeah.
you recognize.
Mhm.
Okay.
Just trying to like, okay, I kind of figure like
Sure.
this stuff reminds me a lot of Zahira. This might be like the kinds of stuff that she might
Right.
use. What about this other stuff?
So there seems to be, if you could call it this, there seems to be three sort of themes
Right.
to the materials present. There is of course the herbal materials and the potions, all of that good stuff that is kind of in line with Zahira.
Yeah.
As you look at the other stuff, there is not anything that you would say is relatable to people you know.
Mhm.
However, there's a large number of kind of esoteric texts and materials, things like dream catchers, things like basin, like a basin with like dark water
Okay.
kind of sets next to the bed.
Like
This more kind of like,
vaguely.
I don't want to say occult because that's
Yeah,
not
occult isn't
cult.
the right word. Maybe like
Esoteric was about
like-
the closest I could get to it. Like it's maybe
like
a
moon
cult
ritual
is kind of
kind
the
of
best.
kind of vibe.
A very very ritualistic, very kind of
Interesting.
it's a lot more
It's a cult, but like it's
It's
like
kind of
you
a
know how
cult.
there's like goth, but there's like pastel goth. It's like
Right.
pastel cult.
it's kind of like that. It's
I dated her too.
Cottage occult.
and aside from the kind of, we'll call it the occult theme, there also appears to be just like this obsession, this other kind of through line of death and life and death, I would say, like kind of a balance of materials on that. Again, texts. There's a collection of like various animal skulls. There is pickled organs. It looks like there's a variety of just
So,
like even maybe
just general
taxidermed
witchery.
animals. Yeah, I mean, again, for lack of a better way of describing it, like general witchy stuff.
Yeah. Okay. I think he'd kind of. I think Davin would voice this. I think he'd just kind of be like, so. I know we have stairs to go down, but about a third of this stuff reminds me of Zahira, right? You've got the potions and the other stuff. then there's this kind of like there's like 3 flavors in the room. Do you feel that? Like there's like all this stuff, this like pastel witch vibe, and then there's like real witch vibe. You know what I
Like
mean?
diet occult.
Maybe
Yeah.
there's different witches here.
Oh,
I've heard stories.
what kind of a so I I don't I don't mean to like insinuate anything, but
I'm not a witch.
No. I that wasn't it, but I never thought you were. Isn't there? I feel like I've heard stories of creatures that do this, that like take up residence in a swamp, are very like weird about like protective, and like you walk around for hours and get nowhere. Is do
They're
those
called-
kinds of creatures be like have packs?
They're called introverts. They stick together.
I wouldn't know anything about that. That's crazy.
Well, if there's 2 individuals or 3, I see 2 beds, right?
Yes, there are 2 bedrooms.
I see 3
So-
flavors. So
It'd be a
3
third
flavors.
bed downstairs, maybe.
Beds.
maybe
All right. So we need to.
Maybe be prepared for more people.
What if they share a bed?
that-
that's
that-
cute. That would
interesting.
explain all the
Beds.
smut behind the headboard, maybe.
What smut? It's just gone.
Just quarter books sticking out of a bush.
More armor.
Yeah.
Babushka will say,
Oh,
there might be a situation for us to be fooled. If I were a creature of magic, dark magic, looking like more affectionately towards our magic users, I would take every chance I can to make it look like I'm a victim in the clutches of a villain. We shouldn't be too hasty because of such magical disguises have hid this place from us. They could hide the true villain here.
On that note, I have a CK question.
Absolutely.
This might have been an error of just remembering the impossible like
Sure.
dates and things that everyone left in.
Sure.
Our father left after Callum left. Callum said that he was looking for our father.
Then that was a castle keeper error.
Okay.
Then-
Just want to make sure.
Yes. So Callum.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, that would have been
Not
the
to like
only.
put a spotlight on that.
Yeah, that would have been the only. Yes. So slight retcon. Callum would have just been. Did we
Oh,
lose?
did we just lose Charm?
Did we lose
Charm, you
Charm?
there, buddy?
Oh, my camera just overheated. 1 second. I'm gonna
Too hot.
Oh, it's too.
Hey, yo.
That's
I-
smut.
you
It's
know
getting-
what?
Oh.
makes sense.
Candlesticks.
hold up. We're
Come
blowing
back.
it.
Charm's not wearing any pants. Oh my god.
As if I was wearing them in the first place.
Hey.
It's really
Let's
hot in
look
here,
like
so pants might not be a problem as well.
Don't-
But
don't
yeah, the
let
camera does overheat. I'm going to turn off the heating. It happens.
Yeah, but yes, to your point, and when yes, that is just a goofy goof on my end. I got
Cool.
You're such a goofy goober. Yeah.
You got a lot
I'm
of
sorry.
brothers.
I know. I'm sorry. I didn't want to put a
you
spotlight
are
on it. But I was
totally
like,
fine.
Sure.
It's a minor. I don't think it'll change much. And if so, we'll retape the episodes.
All right.
No, I'm
That's
kidding. It'll
fine.
be
That's
fine.
fine. Yeah.
Should we use the stairs?
I think we should go downstairs.
Sure.
Olus, do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
I'll go first. I got no problem.
Okay.
I don't have I don't really.
Yeah,
You,
right.
you okay,
Sure.
everyone? Is everyone feeling all right? Just checking in.
I'm afraid I'm gonna die. And Davin like steps in.
I think I have like there's like a bubbling. No, it's just breakfast. Okay, no, I'm good.
Olus has got that
I'm-
bubble butt.
I'm nervous that Zahira may have been a witch and that she could have been living in Havensford and bringing even information and things back here for her coven and just what that would mean in general for our community and what we're about to face because she'd be down there possibly.
Aye. All right. Well,
This is the task ahead.
Ola's
Yes.
sword and shield out,
Okay.
and we're moving.
All right.
All right.
For DM's convenience, I am going to grab all of you, and we are going to carry on our wayward son here.
I'm gonna take you for a ride.
Well,
Bop it
alert,
bop.
there'll be peace on
Lenore's
the
just gonna
continent.
hack through the floor rather than using stairs.
in the meantime, I want to take a picture of us all right here, if I may, on this
Yeah.
last moment. So,
Yeah.
not moment, but like last episode.
Last
Yeah,
big,
wait.
big,
yeah,
big,
the picture
looking
of
all
the gang.
gorgeous.
Picture of the gang
So
before they
cute.
die.
All right, get in here, Grace. You're taking a selfie. Get over here. Hold on. There we go. I got it. Oh, you guys look so cute.
Oh,
I'm gonna put this in our chat so you can see.
Before the TPK.
Just
Yeah,
before
we'll do
you gotta think of before
pre-TPK,
and then
post.
after.
Yeah, you're.
Yeah.
I swear, all
There
the
you go.
time.
Get a pre-post.
You know what's going to be kind of funny too, just as an aside, as I'm looking at the recording, it's like, I'm glad these are staggered on a delay because like everyone watching the episode can kind of like see all of my GM layer, so they'll like the crew, you all at home get to see what's coming.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's great. It's a little
Oh,
kind of behind the
boy.
scenes magic there. But carrying on, as you all descend these stairs, they kind of wind around and bring you down into this sort of this basement level, where you kind of go down a good amount. Like this room, its ceiling is about 12 to 15 feet tall. Like it's a pretty actually wide amount of space that's been dug downward. And as you all kind of descend and come into this room, you see kind of up about 10 feet, like up above you, on this ledge here. You can see there's like a little bit of a tunnel that continues on further into the cavern that seems to be comprised of this basement.
Real quick, I
Yes.
just want to remind Olus that he received a luck rune last session that has not been used yet.
Nice.
oh. What is it? What is that? Do you remember what it does?
Let me reread it again. I think that we were.
Is it in the chat?
It's actually a little bit of whatever you want it to be, I guess.
It's a +1 to one roll and then a re-roll, right? Or a not both.
It
it's
says the
either
luck
or.
can range from re-rolling a die to gaining a +1, etc.
That's cool. So like you decide what you need and use it up.
Changes or affects the outcome of a single event.
I'm fine with it being dealer's choice at the moment of deciding. Like, just in that moment, you'll be able to use it with whatever you want. So,
I feel like it's close. Maybe the +1's better, but if it's way off, then I'll re-roll it. Yeah, I
Yep.
gotcha.
yep.
Okay.
As we step down here, Simon will pull out a piece of quartz and cast light.
Okay.
Just to light up the space.
Okay. I see what you're getting at. Emitting some light, huh? I don't know. What is that roughly?
You activated my trap card, Yugi.
I'll give you something to emit.
It's a torch, whatever a torch does.
Gotcha. We'll call it 20 bright, 20 dim.
Oh god, this map is huge.
So you're saying we can see 2020?
Yeah. All right. So,
Olaf.
Simon, you craft the light.
Olus is gonna go up onto the ledge.
Okay. Give me just
Crack it close,
a little quickly QB. What the fuck am I saying? Strength check, please. Just as you climb up.
I'll boost him.
Okay. With Simon boosting you, then I'll say it's negligible. You don't need to worry about a check. And then what do you say as you climb up there, Olus?
We start combat.
Yeah, actually, let's start combat.
Oh shit!
No shit.
Hey!
Let's actually do that. I need everyone to roll me initiative.
Okay.
I am choosing to win initiative.
Okie dokie. Oh.
You're oh no, you were evil sense. You have the evil sense that you could sense these guys evil.
That is
sense.
true.
I could have sensed one of them.
Could have sensed one of them. You could have, as you were descending, you got the chumbly wumblies there, Babushka. I forget.
I was dealing with some bad gas in that moment.
Yeah.
And I was
It's
waiting
hard
to go. That's why I was the last one down the stairs. I just needed to like totally clear that,
Like, air it out and-
room.
Right.
Oh
Yeah.
no, those old lady farts.
Yeah, it was the old lady farts.
Highly relatable.
Bushka.
Oh no, I don't like that.
No,
Oh, they
it's,
No.
rolled 10?
nah, it's fine. It's fine.
We don't like it.
Oh
They have
no.
a -6 to the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Minus 37. They
got
just never go.
Olist and
Can
we've
they just
got
never go?
yeah, sure, man. Then we've got Simon. Then Lenore. Is
It's
that
a D12 or D10 for initiative.
D10.
D10?
Good to know. I've never rolled it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we know.
Oh damn it, my camera.
That's
Yeah, I miss your face.
So black.
Oh, there's you're just. It's too steamy. It's too hot.
It is very steamy. I'm just-
If-
Just dunk your camera in ice water real quick.
yeah.
okay.
There you go.
pro tip,
That's-
pro tips.
That works.
Charm's got his heat set to 105.
Hell yeah. All right. That is going to be initiatives we've got taken care of. Babushka, you're up first as you win initiative.
This is 10 feet up.
Correct.
All right. I'm gonna move over here and aim at one of them. Them zombies, probably the closest one. Yeah, that's a zombie, right? I'm going off of the cool little icon you
So,
made. Or picked out.
currently, just so you are aware, Olus is about the only one that can actually see these. In
Okay, but-
truth, as
right.
as you are down below, you will need to somehow get up in order to aim at them.
So if I go here, up high on the steps, I can aim downward at the far one, believably.
Yeah, I'd say sure. Why the fuck not? Why not?
That's
All
a good
right.
one.
Just drawing like a imaginary diagonal downward line.
Yeah, I imagine. What do we got? We got like you can name that way.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go. Is there any kind of difference in being impeded firing at this one to the right or the one further back?
So I will
this one or
say
this
the
one?
one that right one here, he will have basically
Full-
partial cover, so
Okay.
he'll be a little harder to hit. But the other two, I'd say you can probably hit them.
Okay.
Sorry, other two? Huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Don't worry about it. All right. I say I sense three evil creatures. Unless the DM says I sense more, but I feel like I sense three evil. ones.
Oh, yeah. You just sensed
Oh.
the three.
God.
Yeah, it's only three.
For those who can't see, he's like measuring
Oh,
into
no.
the darkness we can't see. Oh shit! All right, I'm going to make
Hey, Dap.
an attack roll here. It's been a long time since I've used Babushka. It feels like it's been a long time at least. Let's see. I mean, it was just moments ago.
I know, right?
For the sake of everyone who's watching.
Literally.
Okay, I'm gonna fire without any. I can't do any special things because I want initiative this turn. So I'm gonna just fire at that guy. Here we go.
Okay. Nice.
Ooh.
Ooh, we
Very
got a-
nice. Which one were you aiming
Oh.
for? I'm sorry, Babushka. I missed.
That is. Can I click? Is it showing up when I click?
Hold click. You should be able to ping.
There.
Yeah, there we go. Gotcha.
All right.
Yeah, Babushka, in one fell shot, homeboy
Love that.
Zomboid didn't even get a chance.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang. As just right as starts to step forward, bolt comes through, pins skull to the back of the wall in the cave. Very,
Naughty.
very well done, Babushka. That is going to take it to my boys' turns. However, as we are going to move up, it can barely get in right there.
Just scrambling on the wall. That kind of creepiness.
It's the worst. However, that was technically they had to use their full movement to get there, so that is their turn.
That's why I shot the one in the front, because I figured
That was a good one. That was a good
I
choice.
was figured that I
was
didn't
a
want
good
someone to get
choice.
attacked on the first turn.
Engage targets from near to far.
Yes, near to far engagements for you ranged players out there.
We love it. Olus, you are up.
Hi, Olus here. I don't like this. So I think
Gonna-
Olus is going to do what we in the books call a tactical retreat. I'm gonna. Is there any way for me to like disengage from these guys and put some space between me and them and just like back up into the room I was in previously?
Yes, it will cost your action, but it's basically like I think they call it a combative disengagement. So basically, you're like, haha, don't do that, but it's your action basically to leave.
Okay. And then I can move. How far can I move when I do that?
I believe you can move your full move speed. I'm going to roll it that way for now to not have to look up a whole bunch of stuff. So you get to move your full move speed.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna fighting disengage then, and I'm just gonna drop down, and just try to like make some space so that way I'm not in a fatal funnel.
Love it.
Good call.
Good call. Davum, you are up.
Okay, so, Nick and I would like to coordinate, I think, a little bit.
Okay.
If possible.
Do you still wanna,
You're
do you still wanna?
right beside each other in initiative, so let's hear it.
That's up to you if you still want to go up there.
We could bait them down, but they would get to
That-
hit us.
You notice they're moving slow. Like,
Yeah.
They're moving slow. We could maybe move up against like the back side of the room. If they come down, they're gonna take maybe like that fall. If it's like fall damage.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
Does anything happen to me when I drop down the 10 feet? Do I gotta do
That
anything?
is a good. Just make me a dexterity check, Olus, real quick. You're aiming for 10.
Sorry, not to derail what you guys were doing.
No, you're good. Oh, look at that! you barely passed.
you feel your ankle almost roll a little bit.
Could also, can we hold actions in this?
I don't.
I think you can prepare an action like to do like. I'm gonna roll it. Yes, you can prepare your action if that's what you want to do.
Could we just create a space for them to like drop down and then attack when they come down?
Yeah, I would love to do that.
Sure. Let's go for it.
I think. I think I'll take my action to attack whatever undead-looking thing drops down when it hits the ground.
I love it. Beautiful. All right, so both of you are going to. Are you going to move, or are you staying where
And
you're
then-
at?
I think I can stay where I'm at.
Okay.
I mean, if I can do that, I'll move back a step and.
We'll treat it like you're taking the attack action. Like.
Okay.
Yeah, I did have to drop my shield. I didn't plant it, so it's for anyone who's like thinking creatively with more information. Right there, in that space is where a shield, the big shield, is laying face down. So I don't know, just fun choices for anyone who's figuring things out. That's
There you
there.
go. There's a shield.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
That's
really
that was
good.
quick. That's about as big as it is too. That's funny.
That's great. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry
If that's it for you all, because I think that well, rather that's your turns. If you're just backing up and
think-
prepping, that's
yeah.
it.
I think that's
Which
all
takes
I wanna
us
do.
to Lenore, and then when you both got the same initiative, you can decide amongst yourself who wants to go first.
I've had my halberd, which has that 10-foot reach.
Nice.
Because of that 10-foot height difference, would I need to be like directly standing
Currently,
behind
they're just about 15 feet away from you. Now, if they move
I-
and fall, that will provoke.
Okay. I'm fine staying where I am, and once they fall, be able to get that whole arm attack.
Okay. Perfect. N1?
Enwin is going to back up and shoot this one.
I love it. Go for it. Batu. That is just barely going to hit, but for
1 point of damage.
1
That's
point,
a
that's
hit.
still 1 point.
That's a hit with the bow.
That's a hit with the bow. As it
hit
kind
with
of
the bow.
sticks into, like, a little bit of the muscle, like, between the bicep here. It's like,
I want to imagine that I just pierce his ear.
yeah, just
This is
like,
an ear
shaves it.
piercing.
Call me Claire's.
I love it.
That's my story.
A Claro.
Beautiful. Fantastic.
Claro, jail.
Claro. Oh my god.
Thank
Go to jail.
There's now 20 zombies. Top of the new round, Babushka, you are up.
All right. Now that I can use my features, these guys. I don't think I need to use anything fancy, but I do like the idea of pushing shot. If I hit, they'll need to make a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet back.
Okay.
So I will
Sure.
do that one on the zombie that was wounded.
Okie dokie. Gotcha. Go for
All
it.
right. And clickety click on the clicker. Loading.
Oh, the tease. Oh.
Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on. It's
Oh.
right there.
Oh.
What other info?
Oh, there it is. 7 to hit. That is going to miss.
Oh darn.
Or rather, it hits, but it just doesn't seem to hit much of anything relevant.
Poop
As
knuckle.
these undead so don't give a heck.
So
okay.
mean.
Not giving a heck.
I know. All right, that is Babushka. That's going to take it to our lads' turns, as they are not smart. They can only do one thing, and it's kill. And they're going to do their best to kill. As they're just going to immediately fall. We'll see if it actually does any damage to them. It'll do damage to them.
And it kills them, and they die.
Not quite.
Just broken bone visible through the zombified flesh.
It's 5. It does, like, for one of them, the one that's closest to Olus right now, as he leaps down, both of his shins splinter and fracture out the front, as then he just starts crawling and just dragging his broken legs behind him and is starting to,
Hate that.
like... It's rough.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's rough, but he's still going, because that fall did a lot to him.
May we
Funnily
bonk?
enough. Yes, you have prepared your actions. You may bonk.
May we bonk. I feel like that's
May
a
we?
t-shirt.
Okay, and then so is this guy on our
So
level? Or
he
still above?
he is falling down. He is there, but I have him right here just so you can kind of see him. You two
Cool.
are kind of occupying the same
Gotcha.
area
yeah,
now, because
absolutely.
he's coming down like on top of you at this point.
I'm gonna go ahead and do. I'm gonna swing at that one, the one that's on me.
Yeah, I
That's
figured
fair.
that's a good choice.
So, have you considered taking 12 damage?
Oh my
dang.
god. So Simon and Lenore, as these come down, you weren't quite expecting for them to like shatter their legs, and your swings just go a little bit above. However, Davum, this one is about to fall on you. Do you want to describe how you kill this falling
I would love
midair
to.
zombie?
I think that he's like kind of staring at like where Olus came down, kind of anticipating it, and he starts to see the one like peeking over, and he like starts to tense, and then he hears like like right above him, and he's like, "Oh shite!" and like it's already falling, and he just kind of like falls backward with his sword like pointed up at it, and it just and he's just like kind of
Oh.
under it now.
I love that. Very Gimli with the War Grinders. Like, oh!
Yep. That's a lot. That's very heavy dead flesh.
Dead flesh.
Beautiful.
Next band name.
And then to round out their turn, this one next to Olus is going to get an attack on Olus, because that's just directly in front of him, and that's how
Give it
this
to
guy
me.
rolls.
Uh-oh.
I think that is going to hit.
A little saucy.
Yeah.
So look out, Olus. You are going to be taking 1 point of 1 point of getting gnawed on your shin damage.
Olus does die. No, I'm just kidding.
Ah, crumbs.
I forgot we healed. Okay.
Crumb
That's
cookies.
a callback.
I love it.
Okay.
Okay, so that is Zomboid's turns. Olus, you are up.
Hi, Olus here. I'm gonna beat the snot out of this guy with a sword.
Okay.
How about a sword to your face? Oh no.
Yeah, that is not going to hit. As you just kind of go, like, again, the biting of the shins is kind of swing and a miss there. Davum, you are, we'll say you're currently not, like, you're prone, but not, like, pinned, like.
Well, I think we roll and get the thing off. Like we kind of switch positions.
Sure.
And then immediately go into a swing on this boy.
Beautiful.
Stop attacking my friends.
Oh,
she sucks.
nice.
Damn.
Davum's
Dude.
rolling
Damn.
fire tonight.
Animal.
Go.
Davum, would you like to describe how you kill this final zombie?
I think that this goes like from like being under and just like covered in goop, and he just like rolls and like comes out and looks. He's gnawing at my friend's shins. He's just like, oh, that's a good pose. Shing, and just like executioner style, like fully decapitates this thing.
Hell yes. And with that final cleave of Davum's sword, things go quiet once more as combat comes to an end. And we're going to take a break right here! Ha-ha! Quick break.
How could you do this?
I
can't
know.
believe you've done
A quick
this.
bio
Wait.
break before we get too further into it.
Let me
but-
clean Olus's wound.
Okay, clean the wound.
Clean the
wound,
wound.
boy.
Olus, are you missing more than 1 hit point?
No.
Then I'm not going to bother to roll.
I do not clean this.
Beautiful. So Simon applying the
Recover your
bandage, and Olus, you may put that 1 point back onto your onto your health.
I just reek of undeath now, and I just feel
Yeah,
gross.
maybe you'll blend in. It's like The Walking Dead. They won't notice you
Maybe.
if
There you
there's
go.
more. I don't think
covered
there's
in ichor.
The undead.
There might not be more.
There's probably not anymore. But all right, we're gonna take a quick break. It'll be 2 seconds for you. See you in 2 seconds. Bye. And we're back. 2 seconds, right? It was 2 seconds.
It
You
was
all
only
saw,
2
you
seconds.
counted.
On the clock.
On
yeah.
the
Where am I?
Friends.
That's the fastest pee of my life.
What even go for the long? Oh my god.
Piss at Mach 5. Alright, so jumping back into it after our break, you all have dispatched these undead bad boys, and all is quiet, and you all are free to proceed as you wish.
Thank you
Good job, Davum.
for
That was
noticing.
well done.
That was incredible, Davum.
You look pretty fresh.
That was the best I've ever seen out of you, young man. Looking forward to seeing more of that arm.
I feel like it would like it was an accident.
No.
I felt like I just kind of held my sword and it just kind of fell on it, and then obviously right, like I took the swing at the second one, but it was like I've never been an executioner before, but I imagine that's like the whole.
But Babushka's gonna grab your shoulder and give it a squeeze and say, sometimes when you hit something real hard with your weapon and you need it to be an accident, I'll be there for you. But this time it was no accident.
Oh,
Kept your head and you did good.
thanks. I smell terrible.
You do.
You might
really do.
you might want to get me like you want to give me
Oh,
like a
here.
5-foot
Here.
radius or something.
Here.
Is this the troll blood?
Yeah.
You fucker.
Olus,
just like-
I'll,
Oh.
Can someone use
She
magic to
laughs
clean
and
him
puts
up?
it away.
I don't have
I
magic.
do not have any magic that can do that.
Then what good are you?
I fucking knew immediately.
As someone with an affinity for water, I might be able to do it. And I stand near Davum.
Step
And then
back.
for the next 45 minutes, I try to will water to.
No.
I-
no, just-
Like 3 minutes passed and I was like,
I don't even wait 5 seconds.
Simon will assume the boost position and just start boosting people up.
Before we go, I want to check out this chest.
Okay. Go for it.
I want to look and see if it's trapped first.
Okay, make an intelligence or wisdom check. Dealer's choice.
How long does your detect magic last?
For wisdom.
I think it's gone. It was only like 10 minutes or so while we were
Okay.
outside.
Also, is there anything recognizable on the undead? Like from Haven's Ford or anything?
Sure. So, yes, you all would recognize these people. The most common, like, these are like traveling merchants, traders, craftsmen, anyone that didn't live in Havensford. Well, I don't want to say anyone. These are all people that seem to be connected to Havensford and that they have passed through, but they don't live there.
Okay.
So, like, you recognize one's like kind of like again, just traveling merchants, like craftsmen, things like that.
Okay.
Question for you,
Yes.
CK.
Yes.
So we went to a manor and there was a troll fam hanging out there.
Yep.
And we know that this was the house of like a traveling merchant person thing.
Yes.
Have we encountered said traveling merchant
you
and the
have
people
not
that we've killed?
encountered Lord Brightwood.
Okay.
He has not been. He is a dwarf originally from Zinazar.
Okay.
Very dark complexion, long, dark black hair, very distinct, and you have not ran into.
Okay. I just wanted to ask because
No,
maybe
it's a good
got
question.
Free mansion out of it, but we'll see.
I mean, you can get it.
A couple of trolls have a free
They
mansion.
got it.
I like Davim just going to the bodies or skeletons, and he's like trying to measure a dwarf of proportion as a gnome.
I'll stand here and boost everyone up.
Sure.
Yeah,
So, also, real quick, inland, as far as you can tell, there are no traps.
I open it.
Okay. Opening it up, there appears, again, there's a collection of various herbs and materials, as well as what appears to be a small vial that holds maybe, I don't know, we'll say 4 ounces of dark viscous material.
Anyone recognize this?
Lenore,
Do we recognize it?
Can I make a wisdom check?
Sure, go for it. Okay. Looking over this potion, it is not labeled. It does not match the quality or the color and viscosity of a healing potion. You can deduce that much, but outside of that, it is hard to say what this does.
Bring it over.
Yeah.
I'll look at it.
Okay. Yeah. Again, same sort of rundown. You know this isn't a potion of healing or anything similar to the various draughts that you've been procuring that are what was that? Enhancing.
It contains 4 drops of something.
4 ounces of
Okay.
of a material. It's like a I don't know, like a normal potion size. Like
She's gonna take it over to one of the corpses.
okay.
She's gonna down it. No, she's not. She's gonna take it over to one of the corpses
Okay.
and find like their palm or something and pour a drop onto their palm and see if it does anything.
Okay. Anyone roll me a D100, please.
oh no.
Oh yeah. Why not?
It's liquid
They
thermite.
turn into a super zombie.
84. Okay.
16th percentile.
Yeah.
Whenever the D100 comes out,
I love it.
I
It's my favorite.
fear for life.
There is, as you pour a drop out onto the palm of the hands, there is no immediate effect. This is like a color and viscosity you can think of like used motor oil. It's
like this.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, a little thicker, a little more thick
thicker.
than that, but yeah.
Okay.
Very maple
This
syrupy.
is unused motor oil. So
There you go.
Great.
Keep it clean. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Filter it.
good year. Good year.
She's gonna pocket
Good year.
it for later.
Okay,
Good year.
gotcha. Pocketing the potion.
And
Okay.
then join everyone else.
All right, so you all begin to ascend through the cavern. It looks like Lenore, you are taking point here.
I guess so.
Move as
If
you
you
see
Move
want,
up a little
if you
bit.
want to.
If you want to, you don't have to.
Yeah, I'm grabbing
no.
my
Ping
Ping up a
shields.
little bit to
I'll
get some
fucking-
space for people to come up.
Oh,
Oh. Oops. Just
I see it. I see a fucking shoulder.
Nah, there's not shoulders here, gang.
Am I sensing evil? Oh God, what's that?
Olus is
Olus,
gonna
will you help me?
He's gonna help Simon up. Yeah.
Babushka, you just stepped into range of feeling evil.
In which direction?
East, relative to the map.
Okay. I'm gonna let kind of hold the sign, and I'm just gonna do. I'm just gonna kind of do a moment where I'm listening intently and just kind of look back to the group and give them the sign of like I'm like evil over there.
I love it.
But I'm also seeing like what looks to be bodies in a cage, or are those living people in a cage over here?
Well, one of them looks an awful lot like Zahira.
It sure
Them
fucking
looks
does.
an awful lot like Zahira. Olus, did you have a question?
Yes. My one question was, how long does the potion of giant
Sorry,
strength last for?
sorry.
I believe it's an
Excuse me.
hour.
Then I'm drinking that bitch.
Okay.
All right, pound it. I'm gonna
It's
put down my
time!
shield.
It's time. All right, pound
Right.
down the potion of giant strength.
Olus didn't know you had to drink it, and he just rolls it on, puts it on his
yeah, I was
muscles
like,
icy
Olus.
hot.
Well, yeah, that's how he.
But I was about to say, but because he's right, he just
He's a
absorbs
Triton.
it. Still.
Still
That's,
works.
that's actually
Guys-
perfect. To be
Guys,
honest.
hold on 1 second. He takes off his shirt and he starts
Just like oils up.
I love him even more than I already did.
Oh, I
Somehow.
love that. I love that so much. Yes, so as you all get up and towards this gate, you do see one body that looks like an unconscious Zahira, and the other well, gosh, diddly darn, does that look a hell of a lot like a young Harris.
Harris was. I know my brothers.
I believe one of your youngest brothers.
He was the only brother aside from Theo that was younger than me. He was 15.
Yes. Again, much like Callum, both of these people look very rough, very emaciated. It looks like they have been here for quite some time. But they, despite being rather still, there is a slow, steady rising and falling from their chest, indicating that they are breathing.
What do we do?
I just kind of give you the reminder that there's like the quiet, low, evil is over there. Excuse me.
If there's a threat, we should take care of that first.
Yeah,
Where they are.
I'm gonna move up and plant my shields this way.
But if we die facing the threat, then they're stuck here.
What does the cage look like? Like the cage door?
It looks like a prison door, like there are bars about every a few inches every so often. Let's also everyone just pause real quick. So, Babushka, as you turn around the corner, you see a number of different things. First, there appears to be a withered old man standing in the middle of this chamber. And kind of standing in front of this cauldron-looking setup that is just absent-mindedly staring down towards you. Behind them is another red-haired individual that looks like they might be possibly related to Inwin. And then finally, the last thing you see in this room is something that can hardly be described It is so grotesque and horrifying. However, it looks, in a few words, like a writhing humanoid mound of flesh. Skin roiling around the body, the arms and the legs, as if it was almost slightly viscous itself, moving. The occasional protrusion, like that of a bone, moving beneath the skin as it shifts out of place and then snaps back in. 3 heads clustered together off one large neck, as eye sockets that seem to kind of swirl in place, eyes looking at different direction, mouths gnawing, just uttering this guttural noise, barely audible in this chamber, as this stream of kind of gaseous green energy, this light, seems to be filling in from the cauldron and seeping out of this red-haired individual. You have found, at long last, the hags of Havensford.
Oh!
I have
Oh
not.
my god!
I have not dated her.
No, I don't think I've ever dated anybody like that.
Oh my god.
Grotesque infamy.
As you all step inside this chamber, a trio of voices coming together, kind of all speaking at once, but slightly off. It's kind of echoing as it does too. We shall pluck the flowers from the lords, conquer through brilliance instead of sword. We are the eye of the growing storm, born of 3, now merged to one form. As they seem to continue this chant, you would also recognize this as Eric. In a cage, this energy being drawn from him. I need, first off, I would like Inwin to roll me 1d4.
Oh, why?
Don't worry about it.
It's definitely for family.
Did you say that we step it, like the group steps into the room?
I'm using the royal we. You all are free to do whatever you wish. You do not have to step into this room. Okay?
You're making me roll the damage that Eric takes, aren't you?
I wouldn't do something like that.
You're a liar.
What I might be doing is rolling the amount of time you have before he dies.
Oh, that's even worse.
So,
And yet better.
I leave this to the group because this will kind of depend on how you want to handle this. You can roll initiative if you like, if you wish to jump into it, or if you all would like to speak. I'm going to leave that to you all.
Would everyone remember to like present their item
Yes.
Yes.
as we step in?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you all step in, seeing this, a moment of shock coming over you, you all draw out your various implements that mean something.
Coming around this corner,
Okay.
as the group steps in, Simon, shaky, taking deep breaths, would speak out to the creature. See here before you these tokens, totems of love, totems of goodness.
There is a head that reviles. It's one of the heads. Oh. So the other one just looks on, kind of gurgling. Also, now as you get closer, N1, you would recognize the decaying form of your father standing in the middle of this room.
We have no need of you here. Please be gone from this place. And we're going to cast Banish.
That's so cool.
So
Oh.
for each token that is presented, so Inwin, Simon, Babushka, Olus, Lenore, Davim. They receive a -2 penalty to their saving throw.
-10?
-12.
12. Oh,
shit.
6, yeah. -12.
So say that one more time for me.
Okay, man.
So
The DM's like, what?
For each token presented here by us, they receive a -2 for each one to their saving throw.
Okay.
What kind of a
And-
saving
Must be
throw?
present for at least one of us. Hates
It
fears
is a
otherwise.
charisma saving throw.
Okay, so and you all are presenting things that you hold dear, that you love. Just so because I need this is actually going to be logistically important.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It has to be something that the subject hates, fears, or otherwise opposes. And they're symbols of love and goodness.
Okay. So, there is going to be a penalty to their save. I will tell you, it is not going to be a cumulative -12. There is a reason for that. However, there is a significant penalty, we will say.
Okay.
Okay. So, I need to roll a charisma save, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
How long is she gone for?
If she's not native, she's gone.
Oh,
Is there an effect if she's not? Otherwise, does she stay?
Banishment enables the caster to force creatures to their home plane. That's what it is.
Okay.
I'm kind of banking on the idea
Okay.
that has
No,
a
that's
fey.
this is good. This is good shit. I love it.
Um,
Okay, so
I'm not sure exactly where my saving throw is.
that is quite all right. Good God, Simon coming out with the spicy stuff.
God,
He's
Okay.
not much of a bonker, but this is the biggest bonk of them all.
I bet everything on this.
I love it. It's a fucking good bet. Okay, they're gonna make the. I'm gonna disclose this. This is a primary stat for them. They're going to roll.
But it's my saving throw.
But it's
They
against
have
your
to.
saving throw, and I will tell you they are going to take a -4 from this.
Okay.
So, against your saving throw, primary stat, dice be favorable. 15. So,
Sorry, I should have figured out how to calculate what my saving throw is.
it's okay.
And is this before
Isn't
or
it
after
just,
the -4?
I believe it's
Like, it's just primary, secondary, isn't it?
Is that
primary
what
and
it
secondary,
is?
and then the challenge level is your level, I believe. So the challenge class will be determined by your level, which you're a level 4 cleric.
Or
So that is going to be.
Can the luck rune be? Can it make other people reroll?
Honestly, I don't know. That's going to be a CK call because it literally says like kind of up to discretion can change a particular event. It's
Luck rune, I'm looking it up.
the luck rune is really
Outcome. It changes the effects or the effects of the outcome of any single event.
Ooh.
To me, that says it can qualify. So
but okay.
it's, It's up to you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's with Olus.
That's a little high.
Wait,
I mean-
do we know what Simon's thing is? Yeah.
I don't think I should know.
If it's just like a primary, secondary, then the check is,
So if you're a level 4 cleric and this is a primary for them, they would need a 16,
16
to beat.
So they
rolled a 15. As I've already disclosed, it's -4, but they do have a bonus they add. So
So whatever.
before I'm not telling you the result yet, because I need to know if you're going to re-roll.
I'm gonna have him re-roll. I'm gonna.
Okay.
It's too high. It's too high.
Okay.
It's too close.
Fingers
It's too close.
crossed.
Come on,
Come
come on,
on.
come on, come on, come on.
Okay. I just need to double check my math here.
The off-camera hand-holding.
So, as this amalgamation, this coven of hags, unified into one body, begin to chant their sickly dark incantation, you start to see the life leaving your brother. Simon, with all of you presenting your icons, your tokens of meaning, of love, of happiness. Simon, you release the magic. As it starts to encapsulate, you see the form start to undulate as it flickers for a moment before it starts to come back. As Olus, you kind of you've had enough training. You know when the winds are about to fall against you. You just thumb that rune as it flashes. As the banishment spell kind of flickers, there's a surge of blue energy as the hag disappears.
Simon just reaches back and like grabs onto like Davum's shoulder, trembling.
How long?
They're
How long?
gone. They're just gone.
They're gone?
Are you sure?
I
need everyone to roll me initiative.
fuck.
Oh shit. I'm sorry, I moved twice.
You
Anyone
are
would have
fine.
started moving.
So effectively, this might be a hint. They may not be permanently gone, but I'm giving you all. You think they're gone, but I need actions from people. I need a. Oh, this is
Okay,
good. This is good shit.
Yeah, let's go in turn
This
order
is big.
because
This is big.
Well, this is going to be huge because. So to set the scene a little bit, they disappear, and a condensed like popping sound and a flash of blue light, as you all like stand there for a moment in silence, kind of like the energy tether too that was previously between. Let's see here. I think I can affect that. This energy is now gone. As the connection that was between the cauldron and your brother severs, everything seems good before a spark of energy, we'll say again, another kind of bluish energy begins to form right there. As it looks like a small little pinpoint is starting to dial back in and open.
Rush over and
Wait,
kick
we're in
over-
initiative.
Oh, sorry, we're in initiative. sorry.
Yes, this is just as easy as it can be for
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Okay, so we've got Inwind, beautiful. Inwind, Davum, solid.
I choose to go first.
Choose to go first with Babushka.
I think that's best outcome. I think that's
Holy
that's
shit,
good.
that's
good
huge.
shit.
That was
That was crazy.
Fucking clutch play.
That was
Good job,
awesome.
Simon.
Simon, you beast.
Lenore, Bolus, Simon. That's the crew. Now I need to make mine. Okay. Olus was 4, so they are there. Hacks there. Ooh, I need to make another one. Nope, I don't, because they go last. Okay. This is some good shit. I tell you what. Okay, so going off of initiative, Babushka, you're up first.
Okay, I'm going to first obviously acknowledge the awesomeness that is Nick's character's devotion to taking that awesome power that he has and showcasing it. Really cool cinematic moment. I just say, holy man. And she just is internally replacing every protagonist of the sexy priest genre in all her books with him from here on out.
It's just
And-
Fleabag.
Oh, dude, I love that shit.
But I'm going to cover our. I think there's a really. I'm going back to my shield, which is over here, is planted here. I'm going to stay there behind my shield so I can take a look at our flank to make sure nothing is being summoned or teleported outside of our line of sight. I can keep an eye on the prisoners and make sure they're not being like spitefully slain behind us as hostages, and then keep an eye on this portal thing that's happening. And I will use my action to ready an attack on anything haggish that comes through, or any non-us that's popping out.
Excellent. All right, Inwin, you are up next.
She is in a dead sprint towards Eric. 5, 10, 15, 20. She's gonna yank him out of the circle and like onto her.
He, as a point of order, he is in a cage. He is
Oh.
in like.
I'm sorry, you said
You are totally fine.
Yeah.
He is in a cage currently.
I will spend whatever I need to try to break the lock, break the door, rip it open. If it's unlocked, that's great.
Sure. It is. A quick check reveals it is locked. However, I will let you choose whatever skill you want. However you want to try to open this, you can use that skill.
Yeah, he could have left. He was consenting to this whole thing.
How great would it have been? That's the double. It's not, but like your family are actually all of the
hags. Write that down. Write that down.
Write that down.
I might use that. Not gonna lie. It's so cool.
Kind of cool.
No.
Okay.
So did you? No. Okay. Go.
Sorry, I didn't roll anything yet. I'm thinking. I'm torn between two things. I have to get him out of the cage immediately. I would like to seize the cage. She's trying to open it, freaking out a little bit. Her undead father is behind her, and she remembers Simon's words, just breathe. Has the time. She's going to use Constitution, making it a prime for today.
Okay.
Nice.
Shit.
It's as you go to try to get it open. This is a sturdy cage.
Someone help!
As
And-
Eric appears to be somewhat like catatonic at this point. He is not responsive.
That's probably everything I can do, right?
Yeah. Yes, that would be. All right. So Inwin, it's your turn. Davum, you are up.
You said that visually there is that little speck orb thing that is.
It's like a pinprick of blue energy that is slowly irising, kind of open, as if a gate was being kind of opened up.
Okay. Is the blue line where that is?
Yes, that is to indicate where this point is opening up to.
How fast is it opening?
If you had to guess at its rate, probably in about 10 seconds or one round, it will be completely opened.
Okay. Davum has an idea. And he is going to take stock of the situation. To Simon, I think he will pat his hand and give a little grin, be like, take care of him, and run past him. As he reaches here, he throws his sword into the dirt. He stabs it into the ground right next to Enwin, shouts, use it, and then steps here and readies to grab onto whatever comes.
Okay.
Cool.
Gotcha. Interesting shit. I love it.
You saw my message, right?
I did. Oh, wait. I see it now. Ha ha ha.
It's just a dick pic.
Just a picture of his butthole.
Okay. Good to know. Good to
Okay.
know.
Yep.
That's Davum. That is going to take it to your brother's turn. He is catatonic. Lenore. With Olus on deck.
I am Olus.
Sorry, I had one thought and now things have shifted. We decided if I were to cast Bin Light, that it's a stationary thing and it lasts per 10 minutes per level.
Correct.
I'm trying to think, is it a 20 by 20? Yeah, 20-foot diameter sphere. So I'm kind of thinking, I think I want to cast that, and I'm trying to see a way that I could possibly show it on here.
Sure, you should be able to if you go to the ruler.
Yeah, I've changed it to linger and circle. So I did not mean for that to exactly be its spot. Basically, I was wanting to cast it where, like, this whole mouth of the cave.
Okay.
And, like, me, Babushka, and Olus.
Yeah.
She'll blink back, and we're just invisible.
Okay,
That's
so basically just
epic.
continuing on the caves in that illusionary sense. Okay. Gotcha. Good to
You
know.
are a G for that. Thank you.
A very, very big brain play.
Does everybody see that? The little circle I have
Yes.
there?
Yeah.
Big brain play from Lenore. Fantastic. Olus, you are up next with Simon on deck after someone else.
Hi, Olus here. I'm going to I'm going to see that Win is trying to get that open.
Can I use my reaction? Or do we have reactions?
Do not have reactions. You have to kind of prep typically.
I think Olus is going to fetch the crowbar out of his backpack.
Okay.
And move to this cage, and using his boosted strength, try to crack open this.
Oh, epic!
Nice.
This door.
Give me a strength check and get a plus. We'll call it +5 to your roll with the crowbar.
Okay. Baba Booey.
On top of.
That's a 28. Is that?
Yeah. Is you just latch in there and work it open. There's the sound of metal bending as the gate kind of cracks and shudders. That is officially unlocked.
Are they? They're both like out though.
They
right?
are both currently still unconscious.
That was only 15 feet of movement. Can I use the rest of my movement?
Technically, the pulling out the crowbar and using that's
No worries.
Yeah. So,
No problem.
no worries there. Good moves by Olus. Okay. The iris dials open fully now. Simon, you are up.
Simon is going to run over to the cauldron and just like, whether it's hot or whatever, just gonna like.
It is freezing cold.
Just gonna do everything we can to just like grab it and heft it over.
Nick, there was like lightning striking behind you. That was so. That was so cool looking.
I'm watching it, yeah. You just rush over and like shoulder it and just fucking try to dump it out.
Okay. As you dump the
unseat it.
green contents out, as it falls and seeps into the ground, it like hardens into this almost black ice-like substance across the ground.
Directly in front of the portal.
Does it do anything to the portal?
It does not do anything to the portal. However, the cauldron and its contents have been spilled, which is a good thing. Okay.
One, two.
Oh, that healing potion.
So that was Simon. That is going to take it to Dad's turn. However, Dad has not been given any directives, so he does not do anything. That's going to take us to the top of the round, to Babushka. You are up.
All right. I'm going to prepare a shot, and this round I have to pick some kind of attachment to that. God. Oh, I'm gonna do with a +3 to attack and the -6 to my AC.
+3 to attack, -6 to AC. Okay.
Yep. All right. So when that happens,
Gotcha.
the rest of the round I will be.
I love it.
Standing a little taller, leaning into a really deep, skeet shooting stance.
Skeet, motherfuckers. Am I right? All right.
It means something else to non-millennials.
Yeah. All right, Babushka, solid prep. Inwin, you are up.
Oh, jeez.
My sword is right beside you in the ground.
Davin asked me to help him. I can't get the gate open. I'm gonna pick up the sword.
Okay.
And I'm gonna...
It would have been clear he wants you to use the sword to bust open the cage.
Oh, I thought it was something else. Okay. In that case, yeah, she's gonna pick up his sword and use it to bash.
Okay. Give me an attack.
This is a magical object. I don't know if it confers its magical properties to someone who is not linked to it. But
Grace, Grace, give me a charisma check as you pick up the sword.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. You can make your attack.
Do I just make a short sword attack?
Sure, yeah. Okay. So, you strike at the cage. You hit into it, it dents and bends a bit. It is not broken completely open, though, yes.
Okay. If I were to guide somebody, would that take, extra movement or count as, another action?
Can you be a little more specific? What do you mean by guide?
I want to use half of my movement after just attacking this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to take my father by the elbow and try to pull him with me.
I'll let you do that. That won't cost an action, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, trying to kind of lead him behind me so that he's, here.
He mindlessly accepts.
Cool. Can I put him behind me?
Oh, yes. Behind you in that sense, yes.
Yeah. And that's my turn.
Okay. Good turn. Davum, you're up.
I think you know what I'm waiting for.
Yep, you maintaining that. Good.
That's what we're waiting for.
Eric is still comatose. Lenore, you are up with Ulyss on deck.
Kind of swapping out my halberd for readying my crossbow.
Okay, nice. Readying crossbow. Gotcha. Good to know. Ulyss.
Hi, Ulyss here. I'm gonna get into position. So once that's open, I'm gonna use the run action.
Okay.
Well, whatever triples my movement speed.
It's taking the move action is.
Okay. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's where I will end up.
Oh, careful of the ice.
It's not actual ice, to clarify. It's not going to pose a slippery. It's more of a description flavor.
And he's just gonna stand shield in front with his sword out, ready for this thing to come through.
I love it. Which, speaking of, let's just go ahead and get rid of that as through this blip, the writhing mounds of flesh appears once more. I believe there are some ready to actions. So I will go with Lenore first because that's an easy one. Crossbow.
Yes. Sorry, having to switch it. I'm only using one screen right now. It's taking me a little bit longer, but here we go.
Nice.
Wow, very nice.
Ooh, that's so good. Oh my god. Let me double check. I think that probably hits.
If it doesn't, there should be bonuses for the fact that I'm invisible to
Oh yeah,
them
what's
right
the
now.
bonus for being invisible to them?
Oh yeah, that's true. I think we were going with like a +5. So yeah, solid. With the invisibility, that will definitely helpfully pass. We've got 9 points of damage as baby girl stepping out immediately takes it in the shoulder as all 3 heads roar and scream. Beautiful. That we've got other prepped actions, I believe. We've got Davum. You are attempting to essentially
is also-
grapple, right?
Right,
Essentially.
Yeah.
But Babushka is also shooting.
Babushka,
Yeah.
yes, if you would like to go ahead and shoot too, thank you.
Okay. All right.
Good
So
to know, good to know.
with the +5 and the +3, so +5 invisible, +3 for my chosen kind of feature with the -6 to AC, and then the +5 base. So that's +13 to hit. I'm gonna do a -4 for called shot. So that's gonna be a
+9.
9. So I guess I'll just click this because it's the +5. But it doesn't account for the plus. I'm sorry, I'm gonna try to make sense of this. So
Sure. All of your totals are as a +9. If you want to just roll a naked d20 and we know...
yeah,
it's
I'll do that.
It's a +9.
All right, so it's /R space 1d20.
Yes.
21 total. to
That
hit.
will hit.
And it's a called shot, so it's a crit.
So max damage plus a d4.
All right, so I think I actually rolled max damage, ironically, with the roll it gave me, because on the auto roll. Yeah, so max damage plus a d4, so that's 12 plus. Oh, I have to roll d4 in the game, not real life.
I trust you. If you want to roll it in person, that's
Nah, it's all good. 1, so 13 points of damage
okay.
from Babushka.
Wow, you guys are doing quicker work than I would really care for.
The banishment gave us prep, though.
It did. The banishment is
huge.
what fucking made it, and I hate you.
It's the MVP.
Okay, so those are the two prepped actions. We've also got Davum. You are attempting something here as well.
Yes. All I want is to, for as much of myself physically, to touch this gross mound of flesh as possible. Almost belly flopping, not necessarily trying to wrestle with it, just trying to touch it. And then I would like to plane shift.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
And it does say, because you're 4th level,
I can
you
take
can
one
transport
creature
themselves
with me.
and one other person.
Yep. We land on this gross mound of flesh.
I'm just making sure it is not...
Totally.
It doesn't say anything about voluntary either.
Yep. Davum just pictures the place that he went. He pictures it so clearly. He remembers everything about his forge down to the minute details. He remembers the people he saw, the things he saw.
Are you like talking about the fires of your forge that you're teleporting
No.
into? Okay, I was like,
the holy place from his visions.
Okay.
That he's
So-
been describing to you.
So you are transporting yourself any point on any plane with which they are familiar. Okay, so you all see Davum leap onto the back of this hag as she starts to turn and starts to scream. A huge claw starts to go back as, and in a pop, Davum and this hag disappear.
Davum, no.
Alrighty.
All right, so
So
that was your prepped action.
that was.
So it is still the hag's turn.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
fuck me, you all are a couple of goons, I tell you what. So
we all got one move. We're doing it. This is the move.
Part of plane
oh shit,
shifting
I'm so stupid.
is 1d4. Okay, cool.
I am such a silly boy, but that's okay.
My constitution is reduced by 2.
Okay.
Wow.
Is that forever?
No, it recovers over time, but yeah, it's there's that. So my con score is actually 14 right now.
That's how I feel after Ubering these days. So I get it.
Okay. God, you guys are nuts. How am I supposed to plan for all this? You're doing so many things. Okay.
Davim's only thought was, if I go to a place of pure good, this thing that's pure evil will probably die. That was it. That was his only thought.
Okay. I am going to make a check.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. This will not be a primary. However, it is going to succeed. I was rolling to see if it was stunned and would lose its turn again.
No, not at all. Yeah. Absolutely.
So, as it gets shifted into this kind of divine, like, brilliant sort of like, just heavenscape, for lack of a better word. There's just this moment where both of you are just like kind of overcome by like this light, and like you feel the skin beneath your grip undulate and move beneath you, like in sickening, like the bones cracking and popping, the heads recoiling and screeching as she takes a moment and kind of like is dealing with this. She is going to turn.
Mm-hmm.
Are you attempting to hold on to her, or were you just trying to basically touch her and bring her with you?
Touch her and bring her with me. I was not
Okay.
trying to like grapple or anything like that.
So, she is instead going to turn. She's furious. This isn't. All of her attacks are going on you, Davin.
Okay,
She's gonna
absolutely.
unleash. There's gonna be 3 attacks coming your way.
Go for it.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
no.
Davin, what is your armor class?
My armor class is 14.
Okay. 2 of those are going to hit.
Okay.
So the first one, the non-nat 20. You're going to take, what is that? 7 points of damage.
Okay.
The second one, the nat 20,
Yep.
you're going to take 10 points of damage. Okay. Give me just a second. Oh, combat strong. Okay. You are also, because both of these that hit you were the claws, you are grappled in her hands.
Okay.
What the hell is this? Just crippling blows. Whew, jeez. And that will be the end of her turn. Oh god!
He's buying us time to get everyone out of here.
You have time. Okay. That was the hag's turn. I believe all of our prepared things have been dealt with. Simon, you are up. I will just also paint these two in purple, because they are not there, and purple means you're not there.
yeah, you can't
It
see it.
makes sense. That's
Yeah.
that's perfect.
Okay. I don't have anything to bring Devin back. I used my thing. Simon is just only even vaguely aware that just happened. Is just like kind of in a panic, gonna turn his attention towards this is Eric, is it? Eric's the one that's
Yes.
my age, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's just gonna like grab onto the lock, just like ham fist it and cast Stunning Noise, and we're just gonna deal 2d6 points of damage to the lock and just try to burst it off.
I love that. Go ahead and roll
That's fucking
damage.
cool.
That's cool.
He'll just like get 9.
I like to imagine it's like it's the fucking seismic charge from Jango Fett's ship in Attack of the Clones. It just gets quiet before it just goes king.
Yeah.
The lock and the metal surrounding it shatter and burst open.
And he'll just, I know that's my action, but he'll just
Sure.
like peel open the cage and like kind of grab Eric out of it.
Sure. Absolutely. Also, he's catatonic. So, fantastic turn. Simon, that is going to take it to Dad. Dad, again, has not been giving any directives, so he is not moving or doing anything. Top of the third round. Can you believe it's only been 2 rounds? Babushka.
Babushka has very few features that help here, so she's going to stay on prepping cover fire for anything else that could happen, popping back in, anything like that. Looks like every civilian in here has some accompaniment. But I am going to stay back. I'll let everyone know. Everyone go. Go now. Grab whoever you need to grab. I have a magical cloak. When Davin comes back, I'll get him out with me.
Ooh.
That's the reaction I was hoping for.
All right.
So, kudos to Nick. Yep.
Yeah. that's so fucking cool. Y'all are gonna fucking seal Team 6 a goddamn hag. Like, just I love this so much. Okay, Babushka, you are prepping that.
Yeah, prepping to shoot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotcha. N1, you are up.
Her knuckles just go white around Davim's sword.
Real quick, N1.
Yeah.
Give me another charisma check, please.
New hand
Come on,
touches the
please.
Touches
Ah!
the beacon.
You, as
Good
you're
thing
holding
Davin-
the sword, and you look up, you see Davim the hag disappear as you kind of like are just holding the sword. You feel this wave of emotion of dread creep over you, as it's as if this feeling originated in your hand and is creeping up. A dread accompanied by a fury.
I see.
For this round, you may consider, you may apply the magic bonuses of the sword.
Oh god, but what to use it on?
Don't know if it's going to be even relevant, but you passed the check.
Oh god.
There's some chests in here. I don't know.
It's probably nothing.
Oh jeez. Oh god, that's a lot of pressure. Is there, at a cursory glance, I mean, I know that I see this thing.
That is correct. You see that thing.
Is it like another effigy type situation?
Looks very similar to the one you saw outside, that Lenore destroyed with the rune.
Okay, I still can't really get there, but by God, I can. 5, 10, 15. She's so mad she was supposed to get her brothers back, not lose one, and she's gonna throw it at the effigy.
Okay. I love it. Give me a strength. Give me an attack.
Okay. Eric.
Damn.
Oh,
I need you to roll me 1d10, please.
Or no, Harris is his name. Sorry. 1d10.
Yes.
And it's +1 to hit and +1 to damage.
So 10.
This is
10?
I'm sorry. This is a naked D10 for this purpose. Davum, from your perspective, as this hag has you in its grasp and is about to rinse again, as its mouth, all three mouths open up and like the jaws break and start to slide down even more, so it's like they can get more of a hold on you. Suddenly they scream. All three mouths scream and reel in pain, and we'll say you're no longer grappled either.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's Enwin's turn, right?
That is Inwin's turn, yes. That which takes us to Davum. You're up.
I think he would roll out of the grasp of this thing, get that cocky, shit-eating grin, and go, "See you later," and plane shift himself back.
Oh.
What a motherfucker!
You all!
Current operating Constitution score of 10.
You're not
Word.
dead.
Holy
it.
shit! Hey, 10 is still better than some people might have.
Yeah. 10 is,
Ten
you're
is
still not
average.
incurring
10 is
penalties.
average.
You could say
Yeah.
10 is plus one more than what some people might
Right,
just have.
yeah. The higher constitutions hurt.
Oh my
10 is
god.
average.
Dude, higher constitutions are.
Okay, so Davum,
Oh my
you
god.
shift back. You are now on the good boy plane. As we'll
Just-
move them over there.
Just like back into the dirt, getting spat out. Just prone, like eviscerated, right? Like completely torn up, just bloody. He just kind of like rolls over onto his back and goes, "Aha! Ha! Fuck you!"
Are we still in initiative?
You are still in initiative.
Fuck!
Davum, fucking lit. Great turn.
Oh my god.
Awesome plan.
That is going to take it to Eric has passed out. Lenore, you are up.
Lenore is going to kind of say to the group,
Let me,
I think if there's a chance to free anyone who's currently under her spells, like Inwin's brother who's stone, the hag has to die.
Oh, yeah.
And Lenore's gonna stay and be prepared to kill her, especially with the cover of invisibility.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay. All right, Lenore prepping another shot. Olus, you're up with Simon on deck.
Olus kind of sees how effective these crossbowmen have been. So he is going to I think we're just gonna do evac. He is going to run back. He's just gonna say It took 2 rounds for the hag to teleport the last time.
It would appear it did.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so Olus will run again. And with his oh, let me open this actually. And he's going to prepare to lift these with his, I don't know with my strength if I'll be able to do this, but
Sure.
But if I can lift both these guys on my back, he's going to try to do that.
Yeah, I will say. We'll see. We'll see. You're probably gonna be able to do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So getting ready to evac the crew. That is going to take it to our best bay's turn. Similarly, this time over here. You all can see over here a spark of blue as again an iris starts to open up. That is their turn, however. Simon.
Okay. I can't. Are there any like noticeable wounds on Eric, or does he just seem like?
He looks emaciated again like the rest of the others, but in terms of like actual wounds, like lacerations or anything, no, not so much.
Okay.
He might be magically wounded.
Yeah.
So.
Sure. So. Sorry, I should have looked at this before.
You're all good.
This is so stressful. It's fine. Infection, some damage. Okay, fuck it. It's gonna have to be this. We are just like hoisting Eric out of the cage. I'm just gonna say, Eric, we need you back, and we're gonna pump a cure light wounds into him to try to bring him back to consciousness.
Okay, you press a hand on the chest.
4 points.
As he is conscious and looking around, panicked, freaking out a little bit.
It's just gonna like put the hand on face and be like, Eric, you might not remember me. It's Simon.
Simon?
I'm here with Inwin and others from the town. You need to leave. There's a drop down this passageway. Carefully descend it, go up the stairs. Callum is out front.
Callum's... Oh my god. Yeah. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Carefully, Eric.
As you can feel him, he's starting to like kind of stand up on his own weight, and it looks like he's prepping to go that way.
And then I can't move. I cast a spell.
Yep.
So that's it.
Which takes us to Papa's turn. No directives. Top of the 4th round. Babushka, you are up.
Babushka's gonna leave the shield there.
Okay.
Because I can't see the portal from here, can I? Oops, that's not a line. Trying to understand the line
Sure,
I can draw.
yeah, you might be able to see like a tiny little. Oh my goodness, that's a square, not a thing. There we go.
Okay, so if I move,
yeah, I mean, like you can kind of see it. You're like 3/4 of the way there.
so if I go here,
yeah, I'll say from that angle. Yeah, you can see it.
all right, then that's where I'll prepare my +3 -6 shooting.
Gotcha. Good to know. All right, Inwin, you're up.
Is this cage heavy enough for me to move?
Is this cage heavy enough? The one that your brother was in?
Yes.
It is busted beyond all reason.
It is busted. I mean, like
Just
you
on
could,
the door part, right?
Right.
that is
That's
correct. Just the latch and kind of some of the bars surrounding it. I mean, it's a big metal cage. You could possibly move it.
Right.
I want to try to move the cage into the space.
Yes, I love this. I love this so
Okay.
much.
Go ahead and give me a strength check.
My turn is right after this, right?
Let's check the roster. Correct. You are after this.
Can I help?
Sure. I'll let you. So you'll have to use your move action. Yeah. So we'll say as you move over there, Inwin, you'll get a Davin, what's your strength mod?
Strength is I have a 14 plus 1.
+1. Okay, so we'll say you get a +1 on your check in one.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not terrible, but
Yeah,
dripping
hey, the
blood
+1's
very noticeably,
yeah.
and looking like a little gaunt from the loss of
Just-
constitution.
Really quick, like a quick squeeze on your shoulder. You scared me there. And I'll roll.
I couldn't just leave you behind.
As you'll try to move and pull it, it shifts, but then it rolls over and it's like it catches on a rock with part of the busted parts as you all kind of like kind of try to move it, and it doesn't. I mean, you move it up against the rock, but you didn't get it up the ledge that you're on now.
Where's all this when you need him?
Can I bend down and grab my sword?
She'd give it to you.
It's
Or, no,
about,
she's
it's
not
somewhere
You
over here,
chucked
right?
it.
I threw it
is-
like here.
Yeah, we will say as part of that. Yeah, as part of your move, you can
Yeah.
pick up your sword as well. Yeah,
Okay.
that is fine. Okay, so that was Inwin and Dam, which takes us to Eric, who is conscious now, and Eric is going to do as he's told, and is going to leave.
What a good noodle.
Yeah, he's a lad, as he's going to move out towards the way.
As he's passing the cage, Olaf is gonna look back and be like, "Oh, actually, could you take these guys with you?"
He turns. He's like, "What? Wait, what? What's Harris? Is it here? Oh my God! Yes, come on!" As he will take Harris in his baby boy arms.
Okay.
Front.
That's better.
As that's about all he can handle in his current state.
I'm
and he
realizing,
gets.
I'm realizing this plan was very bad, actually.
Okay, that is Eric's turn. Lenore, you are up.
So I was wanting to cast Snare on where their portal was. I
Okay.
think at this point that would be a 9x9 area. Would that catch Inwin?
Does it have to be its maximum
I was about to
size,
say,
or
I
does it,
don't-
like
Yeah.
up to.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, here effects.
Here, I'll put the info in the chat so we can.
Yeah, both mams kill. A snare affects 5 foot area plus 1 foot per level of the room mark. You know, I'm fine saying like you can affect an area, like you can angle it to where it's not going to affect Inwin with
Okay.
this.
Then yeah, I want to snare the ground where that portal is.
Okay. We'll say
So they-
we'll do something like I don't know, red snare. We'll do it like that.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. y'all are great. Olus.
Hi, Olaf here. Olaf is gonna look down at Zahira and be like, "I'm really sorry." And then just turn around and just run back now.
So you're leaving Zahira there though, correctly?
Yeah.
Alright. Gotcha. Okay.
Is there any way I can assist with this cage?
With you having to double move like that, I'm gonna say that was your movement there.
All right, that's fair.
Maybe we have another round. Maybe.
Maybe you have another round. Who knows? As that
Being
was-
ensnared will help, right?
yeah. All as the iris fully comes to fruition as standing in the spot now. Snare, I know, I believe immediately goes off,
Yeah.
stepping on the ground. So that is going to be, let's see here.
I think they need to make a strength save.
Okay. Yes, strength save to resist.
And Babushka, do you have a shot?
That is.
I will wait till the snare here, but I will take my shot.
That is going to be a failure on their part. So they are caught in the snare. Go ahead and roll damage.
So is it 1d4 plus
1 per level.
4?
So, plus. Was it 1d4 points plus 1 point per level? Yes. Yes.
All right, so
6.
that is 6 points of damage.
Okay. And then Babushka, I believe you had a shot.
Yes. So if someone's snared, what kind of bonus do I get to hit them?
Let's see.
Sure.
They can attempt to break out. So let's see here. Ground immediately with them cuts. I'll give you a +2.
Okay. So this is going to
And
be a
plus
called
5.
shot. So for a total of +11 on this d20 roll to try to get that crit.
Yeah, because you are also invisible.
23. With rolled max damage again.
That'll hit.
All right, and then rolling the d4. Oh, and well, in person, but I'd rather do it on the screen because even though it's always higher in person. D4. It's a 1 again.
Always is, isn't it?
Always is. Yeah, this thing's a little shifty.
So, what is your total?
13 damage total.
Okay. Babushka, how would you like to kill us?
Hell yeah.
In tandem with Lenore, as you both kind of came together.
Let's go, ladies.
I am imagining, if I may, Lenore, your vines have a piece of your will and power and emotion in you to the point where they are tightening around the neck and heads, climbing the body, wrapping up. And Babushka is patient, old, calm, experienced. She's going to take a breath and fire the crossbow, whispering under her breath, "I make you proud, my love." And triple headshot through 3 heads.
As it's thrashing the bolt, as there's a gurgling, the skin bubbling, roiling around, the sounds of like hundreds of bones breaking simultaneously as it condenses and congeals down into a mound of flesh and viscera that melts away and seeps into the ground and floor. The stench is overwhelming, but combat has come to an end.
Oh.
As all goes quiet in the lair of the hag.
I run to my father.
I run to Davin.
Also move to Davum.
Oh, you
Yep,
muted.
I'm also moving to Davum, and we're gonna cure wounds him.
Sure.
Thanks. Oh,
It's
that's
not much,
nice.
but
It's so nice. So just kind of like a little out of character thing, because my constitution is reduced, I think my maximum hit points are also reduced. And a 10 is a +0 mod, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I will only be using my rolls for my health right now. So
Then I didn't want to interrupt the moment with daughter and father. I'm imagining we're all running at different moments here out of invisibility, out of combat. So,
Sure.
Of course.
yeah.
So, Inwin, as you rush to your father, unfortunately, nothing has changed. He still appears withered, decaying, an absent look in his eyes.
I just have his face like in my hands. Dad, it's over. We can go home. We can go home. Just wake up. Wake up. Dad. Wake up. Wake up.
a small gnomish hand comes up on your arm.
I'm not sure it will actually help, but I could try calming his mind.
Anything?
At least it would be peaceful for him.
Anything?
It helped
Do,
the other victim of these hacks, perhaps.
do we get the sense that he is just like withered and desiccated, or that he's like undead?
You get the sense, as Babushka, you're also kind of there, and that just that tingling in the back of your mind.
God.
Simon, your natural kind of affinity to the living and unliving, you get the sense that he is undead.
Mm.
For what it's worth, Lenore's going to do mind calm just to at least, just in case there's any bit left in there. Even if it's just a chance for him to have a parting word.
Mm.
As you carve this rune out, the moaning, the breathing, the rasp, all goes quiet for a brief moment. As the eyes, cloudy, unfocused, for a moment flick down towards you, Emily. And when?
Dad. We got them out. The boys are safe.
The eyes close for a moment before opening again.
She pulls out the sword.
A hand back of the hand gently kind of caresses your cheek before falling limply.
She leans into it for a second. This is yours.
As you drive the blade in, almost as if a sigh of relief, as your father crumples to the ground, no longer rasping.
Thank you, Lenore.
You freed him.
We did.
Babush is just weeping.
Can I hug you? Lenore would just hold her tight.
Or maybe like a combat round, 6 seconds. And
10 in Castles and Crusades.
Yeah.
It's a long hug.
for 10 seconds. In your arms, she's a 19-year-old kid again. Before, like, parting. Should find the others.
We can take care of it here. Simon will move over and just like kind of lay his blanket from his pack over her father.
We can still bring him home.
They wouldn't want to see him like this, I don't think. But maybe out of this place.
Yeah.
We can take him somewhere proper.
It's a beautiful world out there. A place to make a final resting place. We should see if there's anyone else that's helped by our act here.
Graham and Gordon should maybe be around here somewhere. And Finn was turned to stone, but aside from that, that's everyone.
Maybe the mirror.
Maybe the mirror. Graham and Gordon were always, thieves is not an inappropriate term for them.
Used to take my pastries all the time.
If all goes well, they'll be right back to it in a couple of days. Thank you,
I'd be-
everyone.
Can I check the hag's body?
You absolutely may. So,
Specifically looking for anything that would, I don't know, especially magic that could help, or notes
Yeah.
as.
yeah, you never know what's going to help. So, there is...
Holy shit.
Nice.
yeah, you see it!
Let's go.
Nice.
So, you see on the hag's body that there is a key. You find a key, first off. Actually, it'd probably be more akin to like a ring of keys, more than just one.
Okay.
And you find a pouch, like a kind of like a coin pouch, with a shit ton of money in it.
Hey, yo.
If you had to quickly count, you estimate it's probably close to 850 gold.
Whoa.
Oh.
Hot damn.
All right.
Does anyone else see that I find this money? I'm kidding.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Yeah, they all mysteriously died after we fought the hag.
It's crazy.
They all
So
fell in the
weird.
hag battle.
The hag had so many crossbows, so I didn't understand how she shot everyone in the back.
Olus, did you have something?
Yeah, just a minor thing. I didn't want to interrupt anything. Olus is gonna go over and just collect Zahira and just fireman's carry her on his shoulders.
She's still unconscious as of now, but yes.
Does she seem okay? Does she seem like she's like what is she? How does she look at aside
So
from being?
yeah, I mean, she looks withered, emaciated, like she's probably been down here for a really long time. But I mean, she's breathing, she's alive. But yeah, outside of that, like if you want to try to do like,
Wasn't Zahira's in the? Olus kind of stands over. Zahira's in the town though.
Yeah, we saw her.
Maybe it was an imposter like we saw in the woods.
Millie.
Oh yeah, I guess she's not in the town anymore.
She went to talk to Millie.
No,
Oh.
really.
So Millie's probably not under any kind of crazy, terrible magic. Hi, cat.
Maybe not. We'll have to get back and see if she's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
What? I'm sorry.
Yes.
What did we do to that Zahira imposter?
Babushka absolutely brained her.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And then she melted into the ground.
I would put it that
Yeah.
way.
I
I would have
felt
more
like
modestly just put it as
Neutralized.
fucking domed her shit. No.
fucking 360 no scope.
No scope.
Boom.
Got an epic kills.
It's going on your COD montage.
Carving another tally in Babushka's arm like
Just
Killmonger.
fucking mainlined Mountain Dew and took a shot.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, hey, it
So-
was an enemy.
Yes. Olus is just fireman's carrying Zahira now.
Sure thing.
Lenore's also going to check these.
Yeah,
it looks like there's
so about those chests.
decide
Yeah.
Oh, you don't wanna
if
just
they're
leave 'em?
locked to that ring of keys
Yeah.
and be going through.
So, to expedite this a little bit, yes, you go through the chest, you check the keys, you do find unlocks to them. You find a veritable treasure trove. You find gemstones of a variety of different makes and kinds. You find just like relics from Terminus in its early years, like from like the first age. Like this shit is like
good lord.
incredibly old, incredibly valuable. You even see that there is actually to call it well made is just the epitome of not doing it justice. But this like platinum ring with mithril like in designs that is clearly from the first age, and is even for you all, like, you know, this is valuable.
Oh, good lord.
And to just give it a nice little capstone here, you also find a incredibly well-made dagger and a very nice set of boots as well. To also just for the players, for everyone to know. So, you have in this is including the 850 gold you found. Taking a quick tally of everything, you have found 27,275 gold coins worth of materials. You have a +2 dagger, and you have found a pair of boots of striding and springing.
Holy
Ooh.
Jesus!
Now, it might take you
is
a
that
few
different in
weeks
this
to
edition?
sell everything to get that in gold.
Sure, but we're not gonna suffer.
You're not going to
Yeah.
sell. In fact, you could probably never work ever again. It is going to come out to 4,545 gold per player, with 5 gold remaining.
Do you say 5545 or 5445?
4,545 apiece, with 5 gold remaining.
Are we cool with just divvying that?
You can divvy
I'll
that.
take that 5 as my medical fee.
There you go.
There it is.
Here? That's
You-
very
you
fair.
want
Consider it a
go ahead and
donation
add
to the
that.
church.
Extremely fair.
You all can
You-
just work under the assumption that over the next few weeks you can sell these off, get this allowance of gold.
It was
Did-
4545. What?
Correct.
Yeah, 4545.
45, 4,545 gold per player.
Wow.
Wowie.
Did we just Bilbo Baggins this?
You Bilbo Baggins it.
Wow.
We went on,
We're-
we went on
we-
one adventure.
We need to open our
And
own
we're like
shire.
crazy. We all have to have like nephews now.
Oh, as we're doing treasure and getting everything and starting to like kind of wander back upstairs carrying the bodies and things like that, Davin just very, very like very shortly to like everyone, he's like, surreal, by the way. And he like sets down like a big treasure chest.
What's that?
The place I went. That's where I took her. It's real.
Oh,
Did you know that you could do that, Davin?
I wasn't confident that I could do anything that crazy. But I got this kind of itch in the back of my mind that if I went there once, I mean, really, right, and it wasn't fake, and it wasn't like a dream or something, that I should be able to go there again. And a place like that felt good probably was going to make her skin crawl, and I wanted that. I think that she deserved to be in a place where it was just painful even being. And I was pretty confident that if I could get there, I could get back. So
Very brave, Davin.
it takes something out of me, though. Oh my gosh.
But
And like his cheeks are like sunken, and he has like bags under his eyes a little bit. He's just like, takes a lot out of me, way more than I thought.
how about I make you some nice cream and berry glazed scones when we get back?
Gran, anything you make would be so good.
Call me Gran and I'll kill you.
I think all of our cheeks are actually looking a little bit sunken. I think that maybe we should get some of those for all of us.
All right. She says like you twisted her arm. I guess you all did something, I think, to deserve this. Your first real big adventure in the world.
I would have to budget it into my diet today, but like if I have like a lighter breakfast that day, I could probably enjoy half of a scone.
We have some brothers to find.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that.
Let's do that. So, as you all kind of, I think we can probably take it off of here for now. We can just do a nice little
Epilogue.
overlay.
Yeah.
Make it a little more at ease here.
Yeah,
Tell us
this
what
image
happens, DM.
screams ease.
Yeah. It's just super easy. It's fine.
Yeah.
So, as you all ascend from the basement, treasure trove in hands, you you all hear the sounds of panting and huffing as you see the door kind of swing open from the front as just a blood-covered Finn walks in with the head of a snake, sword in hand. She's... Anyone? Did you do this? What the fuck are you doing here?
I'll tell you on the road.
How did you...
You actually don't look that much older.
Finn
Actually, he's only been gone for 4 months.
Finn, I was going to say though, Finn looks almost identical to how he looked prior to leaving.
What, was he just wandering in the woods though?
He was frozen in stone.
He got...
Oh, that was
he
was
got
one
petrified. Yeah.
Yes.
At first he was afraid, though.
But the answer, if you're curious, is yes, we showed up and fixed this whole thing. So we'll tell you while we walk. Good job, though. You killed the snake.
Well,
That's
yeah,
cute.
I was fighting it, and then it was like I don't know, I kind of blacked out, and then I was there, but I had moved. I was coming in here to ask for help. I thought some old bat may have lived here or something like that. And
Well, you're
Well, there
kinda
was an
right.
old bat, alright. Son of a bitch.
all right, you're going to have
Bound
to
to
tell me
flesh
what's
now.
going on here.
First things first. We're looking for Graham and Gordon. You probably wouldn't know where they are.
No, I can't say that I do.
The mirror. Maybe they're in the mirror. There's a lot of weird things going
There's
on
a
around
mirror?
here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just be careful with it. She's gonna pull the sheet off the mirror.
Okay. Dust
We gonna
covered
find
mirror.
She's gonna look into it, I guess.
As you look into the mirror, kind of wiping away some of the dirt and grime, instead of seeing like your reflection at first, or rather, got that backwards, you see your reflection of you kind of grimy at first, but as you continue to look at it, your reflection kind of just like fades out and away, as if you're looking through the glass. Now it's not a mirror, but like a passageway, as what looks like maybe 10, 15 feet away and a little bit down, you see Graham and Gordon wearing nothing but kind of like sacks over their body, as they're just kind of laying there. They're in a complete void, by the way. There is nothing, anything other than your two twin brothers, seemingly at a distance, far away.
Oh God. How do we get they're in there. They're in there. How do we get them out?
What does the thing say again?
I definitely remember it off the top of my head because I wrote it, and I'm not
I remember
scrolling
it.
up to it.
I remember it off the top of my head.
I knew you
I have to go
did. That's
through
Go
why I
into
pressed
my brain.
Look ye
Outside it.
thieves and beware, lest your souls we ensnare. Reflect on these reflections and forfeit your obsessions.
Sessions.
We will post that once again in... Yeah. Well done, Chris. 10 out of 10.
Good
Point of
job, man.
inspiration.
Can I try to this might be so dumb. Can I try to take the mirror and tilt it forward and shake it?
Okay, you tilt it and shake it.
Damn
Nothing
it.
seems to really happen. They don't seem to react to it.
They haven't noticed us
They
yet.
don't seem to have noticed or seen you all.
Forfeit your obsessions? Maybe we give something to the mirror? Or that doesn't seem right.
No, they gave up they have nothing in there, so they gave up their possessions.
Or their possessions
Maybe-
were taken from them.
Should we try breaking the mirror?
That's
Uh,
probably
Maybe not.
dangerous.
Maybe as a last resort.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out my hemp rope and see if I can toss it in.
Hits the glass, falls down.
Shit, I don't know why I thought that would work.
The mirror shatters.
Mirror shatters from rope. That'd be great. Man, that'd be so great.
Did
What if we found another mirror and hold it up?
That's
yeah,
what I
Babushka
said.
mentioned that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was a really good idea earlier. Does anyone have
Hold on.
While
me
look
they're,
around for a mirror?
I think some of these packs do have a small mirror in them.
while
Yeah.
they're doing that, I'm gonna go out to the the shed that had their stuff and just like turn out their pockets and see if there was anything with their stuff that they may have taken?
Yeah, you see, like, in their pockets and all this, like, apart from just the various traveling supplies, it looks like they came in and may have pocketed some of the materials, because there are herbs and there's potions, there's things that, were probably the hags.
I'm gonna take that stuff out and put it back in the box where it came from, maybe.
Okay. You do that.
I do have a small steel mirror
I
in and
also-
among my things. I'd like to pull it out and just
Okay.
kind of like,
Okay. As you hold up the mirror and reflections, you see both of them turn. As you now hear them, come on, let us out. We've been out here. That's right, we've been out here forever. Why? Just give us our clothes back at the very least. Please let us come out. As they stand up and they kind of start to walk over towards the area. Davin, from your mirror perspective, it looks like they are getting closer.
can you hear me? Hello?
Who's that?
It's Davum.
Davin?
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
they both simultaneously say, "What are you doing here?"
Because trying to rescue you, of course, obviously. Keep walking.
Oh, that's great. Why are you
Keep
here, though? Like,
Yeah,
do you know
yeah,
where we
let's
were
keep-
at?
Let's talk in person. Why don't you just keep
okay.
walking forward?
Okay,
keep on- just-
all right. As you watch them in the reflection as they come up, and they've seemingly passed through the mirror, now standing in the room with you all.
Hey!
You big beautiful idiot!
As they just kind of shimmer, it's like, as again, together, they both go, "Anyone?"
Here in double, just like I should be.
As they're both just like, "What are you doing here? Can we have clothes, please? I'm standing in nothing but a sack."
Simon
Yeah.
has their clothes and gives it back to him.
As they kind of get dressed and look around, they're completely
Callum has your
taken in.
belts.
As your brothers are now, they're starting to talk, they're starting to catch up without going, too deep into the RP. They're starting to catch up, like kind of filling in their stories, their experiences as they tell you as well. But
Are we carrying a body with us that they might be unsettled by?
It's wrapped in the blanket.
It
Okay.
is wrapped in the blanket. I think we would have used some rope to like secure it at the. You know how.
Right. A burial shroud.
Yeah.
so, as you all kind of gather, unless there is anything else you would like to do here in this cottage, this terrible cottage, you all exit from the hag's house. As you all find Lady Spins tied up, happy to have you back, Olus. As you all kind of begin to start the journey back to Haven's Ford. Simon, yes, do you have something?
Just along the way, if we see any of the effigies, just make sure they get dismantled.
Sure thing. Keeping an eye out. As you do, Simon, as you all are just kind of keeping an eye out now and watching, as you're returning, you see string and twine where they had previously been hanging, but now the effigies, or whatever might have hung there, are no longer there, as it would appear that the source of the power is gone.
Ooh.
So, over the next roughly 4 days, yes, Olus, please.
When we pass by the beavers, Olus is going to leave 20 gold pieces with them as
Okay.
payment.
They
And also,
Go ahead.
and also, just as like a side thing, as we're traveling, if Davin is up for it, Simon will be teaching him like breathing exercises.
Absolutely, 100%.
I love it.
I think that I can't. How does my? I can't remember how often my constitution regenerates.
I
after
think
this.
it's like on a long rest, it might even come
Once
back,
an
or like
hour?
over an 8-hour rest. It might be a point per.
Yeah, which replenish at a rate of 1 point for every hour of rest. So,
Okay, so
after that first night, we're kind of like back
yeah,
up.
you're back in action.
I think that he would like maybe about halfway back I think he would find some time at night, like right before, like right as everyone's gone to bed, and maybe there's like a little bit of restlessness. He would kind of like scooch up to Win and kind of go like, I feel a little better now. By the way, I like
You look
all the
better.
exhaustion. I think is gone, but I thought, did you want to see it?
Sure.
He holds out his hand.
She'll take it.
Quick as lightning, you're standing in a cathedral-like existence in this plane of light and happiness and all that stuff. Kind of right outside what looks to be like a little makeshift shop made of like bright birch woods and nice bright things. And he kind of like, I think he'd take the time to like show you around and be like, this is where I did this for so long, and this is where I did this, and this, and there was this time, and he kind of goes over it a little bit. And then after a while, I think we go back.
But
Go ahead.
Babushka. Oh, sorry. Go on.
He looks more exhausted than the first time this happened.
Babushka, is that? I didn't want to interrupt. Step on the moment of the return either. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
Babushka's gonna look over to Lenore on the way back, traveling, as everyone's kind of grouped up for conversations and catching up, especially a big happy for the most part, a big happy family. We make a good team, you and I.
I wasn't expecting myself to enjoy war, so to speak. But it was good with you.
It's better than war. We fought evil, definitive evil. And war, unfortunately, that's not always the case.
Yeah.
But I was going to leave this little town because where I come from, there's a meeting of the clans every 50 years. I wasn't sure if I was going to go. I haven't seen some of these people since I was close to Wynn's age. I feel safer on the road with someone I know could have my back, and the greatest warriors and shamans will be meeting there in celebration and tournaments and an order of community and history for these people. It's the first time I'll be going without Haperdak. It could be an adventure. If you'd like to come with me, I'd feel good about it.
I'd be honored to travel by your side, and who knows what warrior men we could end up meeting while we're there.
I was going to say that as she is writing down in her book, her matchmaker likes warrior men right next to your name. She has a hearty chuckle. She says, "The men of the North. You have never seen such things. Olis has the musculature. They're less scaly, and they have the striking jawline of our priest." You have scales, right? You're a Triton fish person?
No, he's got like amphibious skin. He's got like
okay.
He's got like
because you breathe through it, right?
Perpetually damp.
Right. Okay, so
so
less perpetually damp, I guess. And then she says, "But imagine, men with the jawline of our priest, except younger and less prudish."
Maybe that could help convince me that I don't need to keep wearing my ring anymore.
It's time we both just have some fun.
Yeah, especially after this. We deserve to have just fun. And then you can tell all of your people you haven't seen in 50 years how you're still kicking ass.
I don't know if they'd believe me. Maybe
Well,
if they
that's why
heard
I'm
it from
here.
someone who can do what you do. Yeah. And she's gonna nod and smile, and actually, for the first time, look forward to life in a long time. Especially as a senior citizen in the last chapter, the difficulty in that is enormous.
So, as you all continue your journey back home, you happen to notice that the way back isn't nearly as dark, nearly as damp, or nearly as storming, as in fact the weather is actually rather smooth. Blue sky begins to peek above you from the canopies as the trees begin to become a lot more young and kind of new to this world. And towards the end of the 4th day, you crest through over a hill, past some trees, and there, right before you, is your home. You are once again back in your home of Havensford. As the town kind of lazily getting ready for a night of rest, people gathering at Ollie McAvoy's tavern, you hear the sounds of music playing, the sounds of singing, sounds of joy, as you have unequivocally saved this small little town and this small little corner, this backwater world known as Terminus. As you all descend into the city, you are immediately greeted by a roaring of cheers, some drunken, some sober, as you all are greeted back. It's been clear immediately the effects felt of the work that you have done, and as you all share your tales and the stories begins to disseminate through the city, you all become synonymous with heroes. The heroes of Havensford, in fact. As your names are carved out in the buildings, and monuments and memorials to come placed in your name, you all may rest easy knowing that you all have saved the day, and that Havensford will last maybe just a little bit longer with your watchful and protective hands. As the sun sets on Havensford, you all take your night of rest back home once again in the place that you love, in the place that you have saved. I believe that is where we are going to end the Storm's Front.
Ow.
Thank you all so much for being here with us till the very end. This was so very much fun. Very, very possible we might continue these characters. You never know what might happen. Never know. But we are going to be taking a little bit of time off here. But thank you all so very much. Your views, your support mean the world. Thank you to Troll Lord Games for creating such a fantastic and wonderful game.
So much
fun beyond measure. Try it out for free down below. Links in the description. But thank you all, and we'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.